All right. Oh, something I just finished watching literally like maybe a minute before you got on the call.
Mhm.
Apparently Overwatch is having some sort of Pride Month thing. And so like all of the, the lefty psychos were like, yeah, fuck it, it's our month, blah blah blah. And then they decided to
Mhm.
release a new character that's like a robot girl. So it's like a robot girl
Mhm.
with like robo boobs and stuff, all that kind of thing.
Okay.
And now they're really mad about
Uh,
that because they're like, "Ooh, betrayed us in the middle of Pride Month."
mm,
Like they're all upset
yeah,
over the robo titties in
yeah.
Pride Month.
That is very binary uh, with the robot and the
Like
the
they're all upset
computer.
over
Like
the
I'm not
robo
going to explain
titties.
that. Never mind. Forget I tried to make that stupid joke.
I mean,
Uh,
anything is like
with the robot and the computer.
just
Like
the
I'm not going
concept that they can't get over like the fucking robot boobs. It's like it's so funny to me.
to.
Imagine
Yeah,
being
just
mad
freaking
about
out.
that.
Yeah, what
Like,
did they want? Just like a butch lesbian character, I'm assuming, and like a
somebody
fucking
data
flaming gay guy.
somebody had a picture already out there where it's a big fat black like chick with the fucking all the other robot attributes like that are in the game, but with just
Yeah.
a big black chick instead of a small Asian Japanese woman. And like
Ah,
it's like I think it's supposed to be like a Japanese female robot, which makes a lot of sense actually. Like because that's a big thing that's happening
mhm,
right now in Japan, isn't it? Like they have all these like robots they're making or something.
mhm. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. It's. I think everybody's kind of done with Pride Month, dude. I think it's fucking nobody gives a shit anymore. You
which then
know,
just makes people more
like
like
nobody
everyone
cares about the
else.
gay thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it
yeah.
makes
You
you like
shouldn't need a
everyone
month
else, and it's
anymore.
like
I don't
nobody
think you
gives a
need
shit.
it.
Get over it.
Yeah, I don't think you need it
There's
anymore.
always going to be like
I get
that
why.
incredibly tiny minority of psychos that are just fucked in the head that hate it,
Yeah,
that are going to do
yeah,
that. But
yeah.
yeah, the
Oh
majority, I
yeah,
think
the
the vast
religious folk.
majority
Yeah,
just
the
doesn't
religious
fucking
folk that
care.
they let the book do their thinking for them. Those types. But beyond that,
There's like some
a vast
Christians out
majority
there
of
that are
people.
really concerned about being forced to do like weddings and like churches and stuff, and I'm like, that's a fair, you know,
Right,
that's a
right.
fair concern.
Yeah, it's
They're
fine.
trying to
Yeah,
push
yeah.
it
I
with
think
the
it's kind of
bakeries and businesses and other things. That's a
yeah,
fair concern to be,
yeah.
worried
They should
about.
definitely be able to object. Yeah, like look, I think gay is wrong because of the book or whatever. Like, I don't even care if they don't want to bake the cake.
Well,
I
it's a
think that should be their right.
constitutional
Yeah,
religious
it's their
right,
right.
so it's like a
Yeah,
constitutional thing.
yeah,
To me,
yeah.
like
That
that's
one
where it comes down to
again.
for
Well,
me because like
remember
I
that
don't,
one was.
yeah, I'm not a Christian. I don't really give a shit about their churches. I don't,
Yeah,
but whatever. But like,
but yeah.
no, you got
Yeah,
to have the
dude.
right to
And again,
religion.
that one was especially egregious because again, they called an incredibly high amount of places until they got a no.
Oh
Like the
yeah, the one
places
other
that were
business.
way closer. Yeah, they called a bunch of other businesses that were like, "Yeah, that's fine. I'll make your faggot cake. I don't care." Until they found the one that was like, "No, I'm sorry. I can bake the cake, but I cannot put that message." Because isn't that what it was? Like they just wouldn't put the gay message
Yeah,
on
that
there
was
or
the thing. They
whatever.
were like, you can do whatever you want once you get it. We'll frost it and do everything, and we're just not writing that on there.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like,
That's
that
a fucking obnoxious thing to do. That's a fucking. It's so like,
it
how is
seems
that not
reasonable,
entrapment,
and
dude?
to me, like if somebody was like to say like, hey man, I'm just not gonna write that on there, I would be like, maybe I'll just go somewhere else.
All
It's kind
right.
of weird.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I don't think I
yeah.
would feel the need to like
Well,
sue them.
again,
I would
but
just
yeah,
be like,
that's the
I'm just
problem. Is
go
that's
somewhere
the
else.
that was the result they had been searching for. Was the person that was going to refuse
Yeah, well, I didn't know that for
to
the
make
longest
do the
time that
writing?
they'd actually called like dozens of bakeries.
Yeah. Oh, really? You didn't know that?
No, for the
I thought
longest
that it came
time,
out
I did
pretty
not know that.
quickly. Oh wow, yeah,
I
no,
was
that
just
I thought
upset
that
over
came out
the
pretty
basic
quickly.
constitutional issue that it was just like, no,
Yeah,
man, like that's his right as
right.
a person to be like, no, my religion makes that wrong for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it just obviously was fucked up already, but yeah, it definitely made it a lot worse that they literally just again called bakeries, a lot of, dozens of bakeries that were
Yeah.
way closer until they found the one that gave them the answer they needed.
Which is just absolutely disgusting, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So just again, it was
People
fucked up.
that did
No
nothing
matter,
to you gotta,
whatever way you looked at it.
fuck them over,
Indeed.
Just out there looking for free money.
Yeah.
Free money and attention.
We're so victimized. Can you believe? Out of the 53 bakers we called, one of them said no. The one that's really far away from the other 52.
Oh man. Oh no! And now there's a robot titty in Overwatch. No.
Yeah.
During Pride Month, no.
Mm-hmm. The end of everything. I don't know how they can manage to move on from it.
Yeah, it's got to be rough. Terrible,
yeah,
terrible
that's rough
situation. All over. Man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Maybe they're just mad because they realize the trans people far outrank them now.
Oh yeah, I've actually seen like
gay
people talking
so
about like all that kind of shit in the chat. Now that I think about it in Overwatch, I'm just playing for the label right now. Well, not right now. I'm not playing Overwatch this minute, but I gotta get my my label. But I have noticed people putting in like Pride Month is or like trans rights or human rights and stuff like that. Really pushing that more than any of the gay stuff. In the chat, which is just awesome because I mean I don't know why. What else would I want to talk about while I'm playing a game where I'm shooting people and blowing them up and like using lightning and crazy shit,
Yeah, it's the only reasonable thing to discuss, right?
Yeah. Oh, yo, so you see, like, fucking everybody's getting into the minifigs thing now. Like, that's we all knew that wasn't, that's not the Sharon Stone effect, it's the, is it Bette Midler? Streisand effect, there we go, yeah, the Barbara Streisand effect. Like, we all knew the Streisand effect was going, right? Like, we all saw that because it was blowing up. But now that they, like, straight up silenced him in court, like, actually got a court order without him being able to present any evidence of his own against it. They didn't even allow it because this fucking idiot still doesn't have a lawyer.
Yeah, Ben's a fucking dumbass. Dude,
he's been like silenced by a court order, like a court restraining order from saying that or talking about any of that, or he goes straight to jail. And now it's just gotten fucking everybody's talking about. Like CoffeeZilla even is into it. And he actually figured out where the missing Lego pieces and all that shit were. Also, he points out that it's actually 107,000 in Legos. Like, at no point has it ever been evaluated or said by any of the people directly involved as 200,000. Until, like, I think Ben gets involved because Ben repeated that in his thing. The 200,000 a lot. But no, it's actually 107,000 or something like that is the rough estimate. And then, and it can only be an estimate. I do think CoffeeZilla got a couple of things wrong in that, like, the with the consignment stuff, but I can't remember what it was. It was a couple of things I thought were kind of silly to say. Like, he was talking about like it was a moral responsibility for the new owner or in the company for like covering the cost for those things or returning the actual physical Legos or giving the guy his money or whatever. Like, it's not a moral thing, it's literally a legal thing. Like, they inherit that responsibility from the franchise and stuff, and you cannot just keep stolen property. Whether you know it,
what the fuck,
when you know it doesn't belong to you, you can't just keep that property because it was in one of your physically in a location you own. that you bought, like, just you still know that's somebody else's property. You still have to return that to the person. It's stealing property.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
No,
insane that
they
that
know,
was
and
even
again, they
considered
try to.
public, like a civil thing for the police, because it's literally like their physical property is there, and he has paperwork demonstrating that he owns that property, and they're refusing to give it to him. Like that's just
Mm,
theft. This is very
yeah,
simple. It's not a civil matter.
yeah, yeah. It's really not. It is pretty fucking cut and dried.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you know
yeah.
exactly who's
No, it's
doing it.
gross
It's the
to.
two guys in the store and the CEO. And it's like, it's very simple.
Mm, yeah, it was really gross hearing the fucking. I forget who it was. I don't think it was the main Amon guy, but one of the other guys, maybe a lawyer. It sounded very lawyerly. It's one that was trying to use like weasel fucking words and weasel
Yeah.
language about the
That's kind of all of when you talk about weasel language. Like every one of those scummy
yeah,
people.
yeah, but they were talking specifically about the consignment thing, and they're like, no, that's a service, not a product. This says, we said services here, and then it didn't say anything about products. This is that's a service. It was, I can't remember the exact
Even though
thing, but it
like
was
the
that kind of
contracts have all
stupid
come out to
bullshit.
prove that that's not true, and that yeah,
Yeah,
they absolutely did do
yeah,
consignments. Yeah,
yeah. It's
it's
all bullshit,
crazy.
dude. But yeah,
It's crazy how sure they are that people are just going to be like, nah, I'm going to ignore all the evidence that's been posted on the internet, clearly demonstrating that you're lying, and totally believe you guys.
yeah,
Like, that's a level
yeah,
of narcissism that's just astronomically up there. Like,
yeah.
holy
It's fucking
shit.
nuts, dude.
Like that dude completely destroyed. Like even the town like is now rebelling against the fucking police.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, that
That's
money's
fucking
coming out of
cool.
our pocket, and these people are clearly fucking corrupt. Like, what is going on here? And
Yeah,
there's other stories coming out now about other things that the police have been doing. So that might
yeah,
be
nice.
one of the most insane things that one of those internet little, like, somebody did something wrong, and then the internet found out and got real fucking mad about situations. I mean, that's just the level of like pure destruction that like arrogance brought on with.
Yeah,
And when
yeah.
it's still
The whole
ongoing, like
thing is
they haven't even
fucking
reached the
gross.
bottom, because you got to figure they're trying to get at least 1 point something million out of Ben, and they're probably out probably half that. Like they probably, because these people have such narcissism, I would suspect. Like it would not shock me to find out that they're lying about the
Mm,
damages that
everything.
Ben's videos have done by at least
Right,
half.
right.
Like it's actually like $500,000 they've lost over the whole deal. But yeah, God, that guy needs a fucking lawyer. I don't
Yeah, yeah. It's
watching him
so weird.
sit there
Yeah,
and just give the police evidence.
yeah. Dude, it's
I
so fun. Yeah, so frustrating, right? You're
it's
like, what the
like
fuck are you doing? Stop cooperating. These
I
guys are obviously out to get you.
like I thought we were at a point where virtually everybody, other than really stupid like fucking 18-year-old kids,
Mhm.
knows that your response to the police is, I'm not going to answer any questions. I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to be silent, and I would like an attorney, please.
Mhm.
Like when you get
Yeah.
arrested, that's just what you do. Like it doesn't matter. No, they can tell you, oh no, this is just whatever. It's just like, no,
Mhm.
you get an attorney. Don't answer any questions.
Yeah.
Don't talk to them at all. You know, just
Yeah.
revoke your right to remain silent. You have to say it now, which is ridiculous. There was a recent
Mhm.
like test in court where they're like, well, the fact that he said he didn't say he was invoking his Fifth Amendment right means that like his silence is suspicious.
Uh,
And it's
that's
like,
fucking gross.
yeah, that was fucking disgusting. So
That's
you
pretty
do have to
fucking
say it. It's
gross.
recommended that you say it now, just because you might get in a fucking bad court and your judge might be a piece of shit that would hold that up, instead of one that would be like, yeah, no, that's clearly not at all how the Constitution works. Like no.
Mhm. Yeah. What the fuck,
Like,
man?
no, he has a right to remain silent. It's not suspicious. It can't be held as reason to get a warrant or anything like that. You know.
Yeah, that's usually said in the courts. It's always said. What the? That's fucking crazy. The
Yeah.
courts will always say that. You know what I mean? Like when you're on trial or whatever. Like you're in the like at the start of the
Yeah.
trial, they'll say you can, you know, what do you call it? Take the stand in your own defense. Choosing not to, which will not indicate guilt and that kind of shit. They actually say that in trials.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how
Yeah.
the
You're
fuck are
not
you going to
required to
try
take the
to?
stand. If you choose not to, that it not be used as a as
Yeah.
an
So how
admission
did
of
a
guilt.
fucking court? How did a court interpret that? The opposite of that. Like that's fucking gross.
And it was like it was based on the guy. The guy wouldn't answer questions when the police asked. He just said, "I want an attorney," and then he just stopped talking.
Yeah. So because he didn't say specifically, he didn't say the words right.
Yeah.
He expressed what it is, but because he
And
didn't
I
use
would
the right
addendum that you
words,
should answer whatever booking questions they ask, like what's your height, weight, your
right?
age, your
Yeah,
name, like cooperate with
yeah,
the booking. Just don't answer like personal questions or anything else, even social ones. Just be like, I'm gonna keep it business here, man.
yeah, yeah. Like, how's your days going? I'm not gonna answer that. That's fine. You can skip that one.
Yeah,
But yeah, like I said, the height, weight, name, or whatever. Yeah, you can answer that, dude.
yeah, absolutely.
There's no fucking reason not to.
Nope. Yeah, there's no reason to be like rude or aggressive if you don't
Right.
have to be. Like, just be calm and be reasonable
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it
as much
politely,
as you can. In
or at
a
least not in
stressful
an assholey
situation.
way.
Yeah.
You can just be like, I'm going to decline to answer that.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, if any sort of attitude you show will look bad on you in court. If you're just like, no, I'm not going to answer any questions. I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, and I would like an attorney, please. And the cops will be angry because they're fucking assholes.
Yeah,
They seem to
yeah.
think they have a right for you to force you to incriminate yourself. I don't understand like where they get off, but like that's
Yeah.
that's one thing that
Yeah.
needs
Oh,
to be
yeah. Well,
addressed
they're
in the way
power
our
hungry
police
assholes.
do business. I think. Like
Yeah,
I have
they
a
need
lot
to
of respect for the
understand.
cops, but there's a few things I don't think police should be able to lie to you, and I don't think
Mm,
police should be able to like outside of undercover work. I don't think police should be able to lie during questioning, give you false
yeah.
information in order to like elicit a
I'll even let you like allude to some shit that's not true, but you know what I mean? Like that's about as close as I'd really go. But
yeah. How much?
just outright lying.
How sure are you that your buddy's not gonna fucking sell you out for a better deal?
Right.
Yeah, like, hey, you really think that guy's gonna
Mm,
get you back? Or you think he's just gonna take it as quick as you can? Because really, the race is between you and him before one of you does. Like, that's fine,
mm,
sure, but like,
yeah,
your
it's
buddy's
shitty,
already
but yeah.
talking in the next room over. What are you gonna do? Like that should not be allowed. I think that, and
Yeah.
that's a fair like difference
Right.
there.
Right.
Oh man, I fucking the white people. The only white guy I got at Popeyes got fired. It
Mm,
took me a minute
oh,
to
really?
figure out that was bullshit.
Oh, gotcha.
I was like, oh, it's a fucking skit. Son of a bitch. He was because he's like
Mm,
employee of the month every single month for the entire time he was there.
mm.
And
I
then they were
gotcha.
like, this other guy's like, oh yeah, I'm not really afraid of black people, but sometimes I stutter when I'm giving my order to a black person. And there was a lady here once that asked me if I was retarded. And then I'm like,
Uh,
oh shit, this is a fucking onion level comedy right here. All right, I'll take it. Oh yeah, the internet hates fucking this guy or hates this lady for
mhm.
some reason. I don't know if you watched the delivery driver was disrespectful thing.
The one about her son or something?
No,
I
it's the
didn't.
one
No, I
where
didn't watch
he's
that.
delivered his stove or whatever, and he's very like belligerent and kind of like off-putting when he's bringing it and talking from the very beginning. And then the other lady is too, so it's kind of like they're both assholes. But the internet is like, nah, that lady's a Karen, he's a hero. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck, what video you guys watched, man, but
All right.
dude
Like
was
this
acting
seems
like
like
a prick when he fucking,
seems like one of those hate situations.
yeah, exactly, yeah, they were both just assholes, her and him. It's like, can we ever just like have it where they're both assholes?
Yeah. Well, no, that's more common than not nowadays, isn't it? Where
Yeah.
both people are just awful. Like it's just different
Oh
degrees of
God,
shitty.
so much, or different styles,
Yeah.
like they're being shitty in this
Yeah.
way, they're being shitty in that way. Oh man, my favorite still is whenever the police get to like tase or pepper spray people, and then they're surprised. It's like if you watch the whole video, it's like 10 minutes of the police saying, "If you don't stop fucking doing this, we're gonna pepper spray you. If you don't stop doing it, look, really, it hurts a lot. You think you're tough now, but the
Yeah.
pepper spray is gonna hurt. If you don't stop doing this, you can get pepper sprayed." And it's 10 minutes of that on repeat, and then they finally do it. The person's always so shocked, like, "Oh, why
Right.
would you
Right.
pepper spray me?"
Yeah. I feel like they shouldn't give them so many warnings. I think it should be capped. Like absolute most is 2.
I think it's there
The
so
third
even the
time.
people who absolutely hate the police beyond all possible reason or logic, watching that would have to agree that it was fine. It was time. Even they would be
Yeah.
just like at the
Yeah.
end of 10 minutes going, "Fucking do it! All right, just
Right.
fucking do
Like
it."
yeah, this person is clearly fucking awful.
Oh man, like they could be walking in chanting like kill the police or whatever, and they would be by the end of that 10 minutes be sick of their own people.
Right.
That's
They're
like
like,
that's why they
yeah,
do it.
like this hurts my soul, but that cop was right. He should have done it sooner.
Might take them a few minutes to be able to make their mouth make the words, but was,
You have to
that
like
cop
meditate
was
on it for a while.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I'm on vacation.
Right.
I just took like 2 weeks off of fucking sick pay, and now I'm on vacation. I honestly thought they were gonna cancel it, but they didn't, and I'm like, I'm definitely gonna take it then, because the fucking like the 2 weeks off is not really any sort of vacation of any kind.
It's just basically just doing nothing,
Yeah.
enjoying doing nothing. No, that's a nice thing for every once in a while.
Yep.
What you do? Nothing. It was fucking glorious.
And I figure for a couple of days I'll do nothing. Like I'm like I need to start trying to actually write scripts. So I got to get some software and like install it and actually write scripts. Because that's the only way to learn how is just to do it. It can't be that hard.
Right.
It really can't be. Some of the movies I've seen, to be honest. Yeah. Oh man.
Gotta get to the hobo car wash one. Get that written.
That
What
would
you're
be
going
fun.
for?
Yeah. I was thinking it'd be fun to do like an action movie in California out of like a California taco place where there's like a worker there and he survives like an attack, but his little sister is murdered. The sister that he was raising since both their parents died, like, in the war or something. Got to really sell the
Sure.
emotional connection, right?
Absolutely.
And then he survives because he's taken by a group of cats into the sewers.
You say cats?
Yeah, right. Like they're house cats, but they can increase in size to the size of humans when they want to.
All right.
And they're all run by a guy who's like a drill sergeant, like cat guy, but he's like General Muffins because they don't change the names that their humans give
All
them.
right.
But they
Gotcha.
teach the guy how to like fight and how to shoot guns and like all that stuff so he can go back and like fucking get revenge.
Yeah, there's all kinds of cute names, I suppose, you could do with the army thing or the
Oh yeah.
military thing. Corporal Whiskers or Colonel Whiskers. Colonel
Colonel
Whiskers.
Whiskers.
Whiskers. That sounds nice. That's got a nice ring to it.
Private Fluffy.
Mm. Shit.
You can have the one where the kid obviously named the cat thinking it was a different gender. You know, like a big guy cat that's named like Misty. You know, like, you know, or something, or Mittens or something.
This is a female cat. Why did you go with Mr. Bigglesworth? Like,
Yeah.
I get you like I get that you love the Austin Powers movies.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Why not Mrs.? Why not Mrs. Bigglesworth?
Yeah, an obvious female cat named Mr. Bigglesworth would be worth doing for the shout out. Of course, I don't know. Does that get you sued if you do the shout out humor anymore? Now do people get mad?
Oh, watch out, Peppers. Oh. I hadn't caught him with the door in a while.
And I figure he gets to the end of the cartel, and the cartel says, "Yeah, you know who else we've been working for this whole time is we've been doing it for the governor." And the governor is Winnie the Pooh wearing a fucking Gavin Newsom mask.
All right.
And that's the final fucking fight right there.
All right. You know, with AI nowadays, you don't really even need, it's so easy.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily easy, but possible.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I don't know how you do that with AI. How would you? I mean, would you have to generate it like 15 seconds at a time or something, or like give it
I don't
like
know.
just such a really.
I think we could just spit it out, dude. I don't know.
Like there's an AI that
Maybe
you feed
not.
a script to that just makes the film.
Pretty much.
Because
I mean, you can get pretty
cool.
good chunks. I think it's more than 15 minutes at a shot. I'm not 100% sure.
Damn. Interesting. That's crazy. I don't really honestly pay that much attention to AI stuff because I'm not afraid of it and I'm not mad at it for whatever reason. Like there's people who are like, oh my god, it's they're making AI of people's porn, and I'm like, people have been making like imagination porn of other people forever. This is not really that drastically different.
Right.
And people have been making paintings and fucking animations and drawings of celebrities and stuff in porno for a long time. So,
right.
Like, there's always going to be that. Oh, have you seen that guy, the free MMA gyms guy?
Free MMA gyms? No, I don't think so.
Oh, he's my favorite for like pointing out just wacky fake martial arts kind of shit. Like or like the kind of stuff that would get you actually hurt if you tried it in a fight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah.
Like he's like, oh yeah.
I've seen that. I don't know that guy, what guy you're talking about, but I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah. This one is like like a shaved head all the way around the sides and the back, but like just a little inch or so of hair on the top only. And he's always wearing blue shorts and like a shirt. And he's always doing the fighter thing, and then all his demonstrations involve like a girl that's like either his daughter or his girlfriend or something. I can't tell which. I think it's like his daughter or something. I don't know.
Okay.
They're very entertaining and wholesome, the whole thing.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, so they have had a bunch of reports now in New York of like random ass people crawling out of the sewers at night.
Wow.
Like legitimately.
Awesome.
Just fucking, there's just now sewer people in New York. Clearly, communism works really well.
Yeah, it's working.
Like,
Yeah, we finally have the Morlock.
He's not in charge
awesome.
for a year, and there's fucking sewer people. How do you fuck up that bad?
They should have hitched a ride with the rich people when they were leaving.
Or is that where the rich people went? They were like, we know where the good property is going to be that we can afford with our pay now. We're going to get there first and get the choicest spots in the sewer. Oh, no.
That sounds about right.
Welcome, Samaj.
Hello.
Is it the dark room? Is there no lights? I don't see anything on the stream. It's all black.
Oh, yeah, I usually have a game going. I lost the pictures. I accidentally deleted a whole big, giant file in which the pictures were a very small part, and I was very unhappy with the loss of that. But that'll teach me to shift delete anything.
Just set up a new thing to put pictures in. I got a bunch.
Oh, yeah, I gotta do that, yeah. And I'll put something up there in a second. But Samaj, I gotta tell you.
Maybe what you need to do is
sunflower pictures if you're interested.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Maybe what you should do is you should have a series of different folders of different images and just rotate them out.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Now that I've got nothing, I gotta start over. Oh, I was saying there are now many, many reports of people crawling out of the sewers in the middle of the night in New York. So now there's literally sewer people in New York, like living in the sewers.
I remember it wasn't that long ago. It was the Jews coming out of the sewers.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they were like to sneak into their fucking synagogue or whatever.
Oh, goddamn, you're right. I've completely forgotten that. I don't remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, that's the first thing I thought of, but I didn't fucking say it yet.
And we still never figured out what that was all about.
No, it was them going to church during the pandemic.
Was that what it was?
That's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They were sneaking into church.
Yeah.
Or synagogue, I suppose.
You know, having had their constitutional right to worship completely removed.
Right. Well, New York was pretty bad, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. What's going on?
Oh, that was the wrong fucking one. Oops. Hold on. There we go. Are we good now?
It will not let. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Sorry, I launched the wrong thing. I was trying to launch something for the stream so that there would be like something to look at.
I posted that pic is one of the sunflowers that's the one that has 5 extra flowers on it. That's 5 extra flower bulbs. It's kind of hard to it's kind of hard to see, but there's the one that's to the left that's open, and then there's another one that in this picture is not quite open, like right behind that one. Then there's one like above, slightly to the right, and then there's one that's facing directly away from the main flower. That's actually on the same plant. I can't really tell from the pic. But there's literally a total of 6. There's the main bulb, there's the main flower bulb, and there's 5 other ones. 5 other smaller ones. They're actually pretty decent sizes by now, though. Like, I thought they'd stay pretty small because they're kind of secondary. But they're fucking, again, not as big as the main one, but holy shit.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. It turns out that's
flowers.
super common to get multiple heads. There's just certain varieties that always have it or something like that, and then there's some that don't.
Yeah, I've always seen sunflowers just get one big giant fucking flower. So,
Yeah, that's what I've always
unaware
seen
of
out in the fields, but apparently there's varieties. So like,
Yeah.
if you get the variety that has the multi heads, they always grow multi heads. There's ones that just always don't or whatever.
Yeah, so a lot of them have extras. There's 2. There's one other one that also has 5. And then, other ones have like 2 or 3 extra grown, like little tiny ones.
Yeah.
None of them are nearly as big as that one. And then there's the diatomaceous, because the fucking ants are swarming on these fucking things. So I fucking sprayed the fucking crazy amount of fucking diatomaceous earth all over them.
Oh, okay,
That's relatively. It's basically essentially harmless to the plants, but it kills ants and
like cuts them up and
such.
stuff. It's super sharp for them.
Yeah, but it's
that's what my mom said.
Relatively harmless.
It's like ground up
the
seashells or some
fine.
shit. Oh, it's
Yeah,
really
it's
good
some
for
kind
the
of-
plants. Yeah. Replaces some nutrients in the soil.
Yeah, but it fucks up the ants for sure. Yeah, it's got a nice because it usually apparently it comes with like a little thing that you use, and it's like it's plastic and it's got like kind of an accordion. It's made up, like the kind of accordion like, and it's got like a off a bit, and it tapers down to a little point. So all you have to do is kind of squeeze down on it like a tiny bit, and it fucking shoots out. Shoots out at the end of it. Yeah, it's really effective, but it takes a little finesse, otherwise very little pressure to getting a lot of diatomaceous earth flying out of that fucking thing.
I've never really done any gardening. I tried once to grow a couple of bonsai trees, but I just lost interest too quickly.
I wouldn't be, if I wasn't doing it for my mom, I wouldn't be, I would never have fucked with it. I had no interest in gardening. But now I'm kind of obsessed with it. Keeping them alive.
I kind of want to grow some stuff myself, honestly. Fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, any of that homegrown shit is so much better. My mom wants to get some like tomato plants and shit now.
Ooh, definitely put that. I'd definitely go for that. Plant you some tomato plants. Those are relatively easy and super fucking good.
Yeah. So I can find a picture of the dispenser thing I'm talking about, without having to actually take a pic myself. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. That is what I was looking for. Let's see, it's Home Depot, so it might not allow me to share the pic. No. Oh, damn it, stop. I'm just fucking with now. Damn it, did it kick me off? Am I still there?
No, I was just listening.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. You guys don't have to, you can talk amongst yourself, sorry. I'm like, fuck, they're waiting on me. God damn it. The pressure.
No. Let's see what else is going on.
Yeah, it's
You
basically
found
like
more of the bricks and minifig stuff there.
Well, I know
Simone?
I know that Reckless Ben pretty much has gotten served and sued, and apparently he cannot talk about the case. He can't talk about what's going on. Can't even mention the name of bricks and minifig.
Yeah, they have an injunction against him. He can't talk about any of that.
Yeah, so he can't say a damn thing. So he's lawyering up and all that stuff because he pretty much has to at this point. And they're trying to get him on RICO. of all things.
Yep. That's what they're thinking of. He still doesn't have a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, he's an absolute fucking moron, dude.
I hate to see this kid
real?
go to jail, but at a certain point, it's going to be his own fault. You know, like, you have so many people have told him to get an attorney. He still hasn't gotten an attorney. He's still trying to, like, fucking keeps giving the police evidence and shit. And you're like, I don't know what you're thinking there, buddy. Like,
Yeah. Keep helping those guys out.
yeah.
Ones that fucking broke your fucking shoulder and shit for no fucking reason. Well,
Yeah,
I guess there's a
exactly.
reason. Just not a legally valid one. I think he's taking the name too seriously.
Yeah, and the whole thing is crazy. And I hope that, if nothing else, I hope that the town manages to get their fucking, that corrupt ass police force like out.
Yeah, that would be great.
Because they're clearly aware of it and have been. And now that there's like national pressure on them, like I'm like, hey, maybe.
Yeah, any kind of smaller town, cities like that, smaller like that, that's not that uncommon. I don't think I've never seen it that blatant, where they
And the people, some of them were talking about how like afraid they were to speak up in the town hall meeting. You know, a lot of them were talking about that apparently.
Well, and the other little tidbit of news that we found out recently is that the guy, the manager or whatever of that one Bricks and Me face, the guy who was like, you know, who was like standing and just staring at him when Ben came over to ask for the money and all that. I don't know if you remember that guy, but they said that they split ways with him and he's fired and they're no longer talking. And then we found out that he's working at a different location now. He's still there. When they said split ways,
okay. So then how did they split ways if he still owns a franchise?
Exactly. He's he's just in a different location. How is that splitting ways? So that's a
very good question. That's a question I think we would all like to hear the answer to.
Yeah. So there's a whole whack of stuff going on. I don't know how far this is going to go. I don't know if there's going to be a part where they're going to do like Discovery, which would be interesting because we'll see if they start because knowing how compliant these guys have been so far, I don't think they'll comply with that. So that'll be interesting how that plays out.
Yeah, that whole situation is
the irony of them trying to get a RICO case against Ben instead of the fucking Bricks and Minifigs asshole.
Well, you know, I mean, those who do the clearly are in collusion.
I guess it is.
I mean, it's too much evidence at this point to even remotely deny collusion. You know, like
I guess
the police are literally just listening to the CEO talk about like, no, you're gonna need to get some sort of charges here. You know,
well,
like,
I think
it's like what the fuck?
At this point, I think at this point they're well aware that they're cooked. That there's nothing they can do. They're going down. So if they're going to go down, they're going to get Ben for everything that they can. They're going to try and tear him down because they got nothing left to lose at this point. So that's why a lot of this stuff is like, it's not surprising to me. And I'm sure they have plenty of money to work with to try and do as much damage as possible, which I think is the real goal that they're going for.
Yeah, it's a life ruination for the guy that dared to point out their insane levels of corruption.
Exactly.
So fucking bizarre.
They can't have that. What do you mean they're going to expose our corruption? Well, also, I mean, it could also be like there's a lot more at stake here than what we know so far, because we don't know how deep this rabbit hole goes. We don't know how many other businesses that they have. Frankly, I think Ben did a lot more research before he even started this whole thing. I think there's something else going on here.
Oh yeah, I think Ben really did need to do a lot more research.
Well, I think he did do a fair bit because, like I said, there was a lot of strange things that have been going on in Oregon there, what with like an increase in like drug abuse and all that, and people going missing, and then they have all this kind of shit and shady business deals, and then of course we're learning about the cop system there. Some people are saying that there could be something really shady going on in there, and
there might be like some
Well, the
like
cop stuff.
the cops were
the cop
dealing
shit-
heroin. The cops were dealing fucking.
Yeah, well,
You know, was that like it might go that far down the rabbit hole?
yeah, it could be.
yeah.
So what's that?
Really quick. The original location where all the police corruption and shit that's happening is in Utah, where the headquarters is.
Yeah, Two Forks, Utah.
Yeah.
Not that it makes a huge difference, but I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that they're probably trying to frame Ben as the aggressor who's like extorting them because he's doing all this crazy shit to get money out of them. And part of the other reason is that they're doing this because they also took down the GoFundMe, which like at the time it was like over $300,000. So they were making some good money. So that got taken down, and I believe they're alleging that he did all this as a stunt to raise money and ruin their image, and so they feel that they're going to get shut down because of all that, because no one's their reputation is in the toilet. So that means all that money that he raised should be theirs because he profited from doing damage to them, which is the argument that they're essentially making. At least I think so.
Oh.
So
yeah. Yeah, God forbid, pointing out your corruption and all that, your fucking insane levels of corruption and fucking just shitty business practices. The guy makes a little money off of pointing it out. Yeah, that'd be horrible.
Well, yeah, YouTube is a profit.
Yeah,
well, from what I understand, doing it on GoFundMe plays possible. Because
the actual Justice Warrior opened a different funding thing. It's already got 25.
Okay.
Last I checked.
Nice.
It's not nearly as nice, but enough to get a fucking lawyer. That's a start, and then the lawyer can get that whole GoFundMe unfucked and taken out of that whole thing, and maybe potentially get that back in his hands too.
Because it seems like GoFundMe's like terms of service, like kind of forbids you from doing anything that has tied to any kind of legal cases. That's why I'm saying like it's the worst one to go to.
Oh yeah.
As far as crowdfunding.
But if they can get the money out of whatever fucking gray zone it's in, because they can't really. The court shouldn't be seizing GoFundMes at all. That's fucking weird.
Did they actually seize the money? I thought they just.
I don't know. They just shut it down.
Yeah. I think
okay, never mind then. If they just shut it down, never mind.
Yeah. Well, I could be mistaken, but I thought that's what happened.
There's so many things going around about it that
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I heard.
Well, GoFundMe,
it sounds more likely that they would just shut it down.
Well, GoFundMe is probably one of the worst places to try and raise money because they've had similar issues with other things that have gone on. Like, look at the trucker convoy up here in Canada. There was a GoFundMe in there. They raised $3 million in 24 hours. And then GoFundMe ended up shutting that one down at the request of the government. Even though their terms of services say that they can't do that, they still did it. Essentially, if any government body or legal stuff makes a request, they just sort of do it. So, even though they really have no obligation to do it, like it's not like we're talking about actual crime and stuff. A lot of that has to be played out in court, and then you can start saying, okay, now you can shut that down or wherever else. So, GoFundMe has a habit of jumping the gun and taking the side of things that they really shouldn't be doing.
Yeah. Should have the Patreon CEO maybe have that guy in a GoFundMe service.
Well, so actual Justice Warrior has a fund up that can't get pulled down like GoFundMe. So the one he does
nice.
It's perfectly fine to use it for legal defense. That it doesn't violate any of their terms, and they're very like robust, like so like they don't just fold the second somebody says like no.
All right, yeah. The Patreon thing was a reference to the Patreon CEO's response to the request to cancel Reckless Ben's.
Oh yeah, that was kind of
Patreon.
weird, wasn't it? Like Patreon's usually
Yeah, no,
pretty,
it's awesome,
pretty
dude.
fucking.
He was like, "Fuck you, I'm not taking it down." You
Yeah.
fucking scumbag.
I mean, yes, but I'm
That
just
was
saying
nice
it
to see.
doesn't seem like it's par for the course for Patreon. I was kind of surprised.
Right.
They
Yeah.
kind of fold over every little thing, and it was interesting to see them be like, "No, this will stand up for it." I approve.
Right,
It was
right.
very nice. I'm very
Yeah.
happy that they did. I
Yeah,
would
but
like
then, yeah, they do not have the
some
greatest
sort of
track
thing
record,
that
you're right.
people can. I think that the one that the actual Justice Warrior has is probably the best one out right now.
Yeah,
I
I
would assume
definitely
that guy's
trust that guy
pretty
to-
thorough with his research, and I would
Yeah,
be willing
exactly.
to trust it.
Well, yeah, Ben definitely needs all kinds of fucking counseling beyond his legal, because that guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Like, he's done got a great shit, obviously.
he is.
But
He
it seems like
means
he's
well.
gonna fuck it up.
He means well, but a lot of the
yeah.
weird shit they've done right now with like contracts and buying back and forth and stuff like that, all on video, is definitely not going to help the case long run. But ultimately, like they really need to get a lawyer and like just start doing what the lawyer says for the criminal
Yeah, it's
aspect of
absurd
it.
that they don't. Yeah. It's
The civil
fucking
stuff
crazy.
can wait, you know, as long as they're not in prison.
Yeah, exactly.
And it'll save
There's
time
no
because
way
they're
they're
going to
ever
have a
gonna
huge
milk
lawsuit
people.
against like the police, the town, and the company. Like the civil
Yeah,
suit
if I
is going
would
to be
do-
like earth shaking and comparatively, I'm sure.
Yeah, if I was running that city in any fucking manner, I would be freaking the fuck out. Because you're
Yeah.
going to get sued for a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, you don't blame. I don't blame the townspeople, man. Like there's the fucking people from the town being all getting in there and telling the council like you need to shut this down. You need to get this fucking done because like we're the ones that are gonna pay this fucking lawsuit.
Yeah.
It's not coming out of your pocket, town council. It's coming out of our pocket. So,
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
exactly.
This is all going on pretty fast. So it's kind of hard to say like with any kind of like, oh, it's gonna be this or that. You know?
Dude, I really hope some vigilante justice gets visited on fucking Hammond, that Hammond fucking trash motherfucker.
Oh
I really
no!
hope somebody breaks every bone in his fucking body.
Honestly, don't blame me, man. That guy is such
And
a
his
fucking
cronies,
scum
all the
guy.
cops. Yeah. Just scum, dude. I mean, again, his entire fucking, it seems like his entire adult life has revolved around the idea of finding legal ways to jack people's shit,
Yep.
which is just,
Well, and it
again,
seems like that's also like the
disgusting way
thing
to
that
make
the
a living.
franchises do. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen multiple videos out now where people are getting like, where they're very blatantly trying to rip people off, like substantial.
Yeah, they'll find any
amounts of
reason.
money.
Yeah, it's not the first time. The woman that ripped
Uh,
that franchise. That's kind of what started this whole thing, really. That bitch got her franchise jacked for some bullshit reasons.
oh
Or
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
not
They've also
bullshit, I
stolen
don't know.
franchises from people too. Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I thought that's what you were saying. Sorry.
No. There's other videos of them like trying to rip people off for like Lego pieces and shit.
Yeah.
Like undersell and
underpay.
underpay and oversell kind of thing, like really, really extreme amounts. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's fucking dirty business too. Fucking with like people who are like hobbyists and kids and shit. It's like, nah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty fucking disgusting, dude.
Man.
It's hardly surprising at this point after everything we've been seeing.
I'm still really shocked that Lego has not like distanced himself publicly and said, "Hey, look, you know, we're waiting for this court case to
They
take
said
its
something.
course."
What the fuck did they say? They put out a statement of some kind. I forget exactly what it said. It was pretty milquetoast, but if I remember correctly.
I mean, it was.
They did put out some kind of statement.
It would have had to have been like milquetoast because there's no like law or something saying you can't resell this kind of stuff. Because I don't think so.
No, they
Well,
had
Lego
just recently signed a
gives
deal.
them the amount. Yeah, Lego
Yeah,
actually
they very
allows them to
recently
do
signed a deal with
reselling.
Bricks and Minifig.
Eh.
So that's why it's like more pertinent. Yeah, I forget what the hell it was, but it's fucking shocking that Lego didn't sooner, because this has been going on for years. You know what I mean? Like, it's only come to light recently. But this whole fucking situation of them trying to get their Legos back has been going on for years.
Damn.
Yeah, well, I know like the son there who like whose father was in the hospital. I know he pretty much sort of gave up. He was like he tried suing them, he tried getting everything he can, and nothing worked. And he's just like that. And then that's when he reached out to the YouTubers, and he's pretty much told Ben, like, at this point, I mean, if you could do anything at all, but at this point, I can't do anything. I've tried.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel really bad for that guy. That guy really, he got the short end of that stick by such a major
fucking dad dying of fucking cancer or whatever, and then you find out that those Lego sets you thought you had in the bank.
Then were you gonna pay for his medical care, no doubt, you know.
Right.
He the son did finally tell his father about the Lego situation.
Oh yeah.
Partially because his father was sort of wondering, because he noticed that his son did not look good. Because the whole thing's just been so stressful for him. And then he just finally broke down and told him, like, yeah, this is what happened. I've been fighting with him to get it back and all that. But he didn't go into great detail about all the very stuff happening.
Cool. Yeah. That guy, the dying father, must not be online, because it's hard to miss.
Well, yeah, I mean,
sure online at all.
Well, his father's like 80. His father's like 80 years old, so he's not really, all there.
Right.
I'm pretty sure
tech savvy to begin with.
He probably can't muster up the energy to really care that much. It's like, well, it's Legos. It's like there's nothing I can do. What am I gonna do? Get any money? What am I gonna do if I even get the money? Pay off them to build?
Fucking mega bill. Fuck it. Just die. Let them go to collections with the medical bills. Yeah. Originally, apparently, the reason the old man and the son were originally collecting the Lego sets was kind of as like a nest egg to send the grandsons to college.
Yeah, the grandkids.
That's what it was originally supposed to be for. And then obviously getting sick and dying or whatever kind of superseded that.
Yeah.
But either way, fucking evil. Yeah. I really hope Bricks and Minifigs just ceases to exist as a fucking organization.
Yeah. Ripping off kids and hobbyists and stealing from old people.
Yep.
It's a pretty dirty fucking business, man.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of evidence to support all of that out on the internet everywhere you look, man.
Yeah. I think the higher up Mormons would be chipping at this point. Like, hey, you're making us all.
Yeah, over fucking $100,000 worth of Legos and trying to steal it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that there actually was a Mormon podcast I was listening to, and because they were talking about that whole thing. And what's weird, because there was all a bunch of young kids who were in there talking about Mormonism and all that, and they were talking about the situation, and they kept laughing and playing it off, thinking, "Oh yeah, it's all a grand conspiracy. We're all part of some secret organization." And it was just constantly making jokes. It was pretty much the exact same joke over and over and over again. And I thought, you guys are just young and stupid. That's what I'm assuming.
Dude, that Mormon Church is very similar in my mind to Scientology. very insular, very we don't give a shit about outsiders mentality of a vast majority of them.
Oh yeah.
Well, I remember like back when I was more into like the whole atheist movement when it was a thing. There was a bunch of people who were actually talking about Mormonism. And even South Park did a whole like, musical about the guys. But I think it was like Richard Dawkins, and he was talking about how like their whole faith is essentially a lie. It was like what was his name, Adam Smith or something. And
like the guy that runs that started it is clearly a flim flam man.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had a history of that, and he says he finds all these golden tablets, and he can read all the kind of stuff. But they also said like the way he was writing it down like God's words, it sounded like medieval English, thou shalt of this and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, that's not how they talked back then. I mean, it would be like the old timey stuff in the Bible or something, but not like
and when you want to make it sound old. I think that's the reason for it.
Yeah,
well, to make it sound old.
It just sort of like it got called out at that point because it was just so ridiculous. And I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, because he was like, "All right, I'm telling you a story, but so it's not going to be exactly the same." Like covering for why the story's not going to come out exactly the same the second time.
Yeah.
But apparently that's how angels still talk.
Apparently. I don't know. We're just very, very insensitive to the ways of of the God. I don't know.
But yeah, it's some pretty shitty. Like I said, they will definitely look out for their own. Very few organizations anywhere do, and they really do seem to. Again, not all of them, but a lot of them really do seem to think it's acceptable to rip people off that are not Mormon.
Oh yeah, it's the same as Islam, and also in some ways Judaism.
Yeah,
that's the thing is you create these insular things where it's like people that aren't us don't matter. We can do whatever we want to them. Don't fit to our people.
Yeah,
that's kind of what happened.
Gypsies,
the entire country of China.
The entire country of China. Exactly.
Well, that's kind of what happens when you get like echo chambers and isolated groups.
Yeah, it's easy to think of the other people as less than human, as opposed to.
It's supposed to like being
people just like you and me. It's like.
Like they don't even see you as human, which has been a real issue for a lot, especially in like current society. I mean, you look at people who are like leftists and all that; they're very isolated, and they really think that Republicans or people of any other kind of background are less than subhuman.
Well, there's also a really big intelligence gap there too.
I mean, there's some, but I think it's
a pretty major one. Like the next generation is the first generation to be dumber than the prior generations. Like we've always had each generation be smarter than the last, and this is the very first time that is not going to be the case.
Yeah,
dude, so much. You know what I mean? With the internet being what it is now, there's so much information available, fucking instantly. And now it's the dumbest kids ever.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Well, I think, to some extent, I think that there is hope in that if someone that has an interest and they use the internet, they genuinely can educate themselves. But at this point, they have to actually have an interest in it.
Yeah. You also have to be willing to hear things you might not agree with. To educate yourself, and like if you're genuinely not like that, like educate yourself, like the fucking snot of kids, whatever. But if you genuinely want to educate yourself, like that is, you're gonna have
that's
to
the problem. Everybody's looking more. truth. So if you're going in looking more for confirmation of truth, you're probably going to disregard any hard truth that you come across.
Yeah. Really unfortunate. A lot of people in that camp who just aren't willing to hear what anybody else might have to say.
I assume the powers would be want it that way. They want us divided and fucking distracted.
It's kind of like we need to be focusing on the things that we agree on more so than the things we disagree on. For instance, we may not agree politically or even religiously, but I mean we could both agree like the Superman movies are actually not that good.
Yeah.
or dandelions aren't really an ugly read. They're actually kind of crazy. I mean, there's stupid things or other things. I mean, there's lots more that we agree on instead of hyper-focusing on the stuff that we don't agree on.
Yeah.
And there used to be a time it's like, it would say in polite society, we don't talk about politics or religion because you don't know who you're going to offend. And we want to focus on unity. So we don't talk about that kind of stuff. That stuff's decided at the ballot box or on or wherever you go for like Sunday brunch or whatever, or Sunday worship or whatever. Everything else, none of your concern.
It would be nice.
It would be nice. And logically, that's the way we used to do things, and we used to run things, but not anymore.
Yeah, no, that's true. Giving up on logic and reason entirely.
Well,
science is the thing. It's like, no, science is a process. It's a system whereby you use it to explore and find new information, and you're going to find things that you used to think were wrong.
Oh, we get people who are always saying, like, it's a settled science. It's like, well, not really.
Yeah, science is never settled. There is no such thing.
Yeah, most of them are...
Science isn't a thing that can be settled or not settled. That's not what science is. Science is a process that you use to learn about the environment and the universe around you.
Yeah, or another way to look at it is like science is like a tool. You use it for things.
Exactly.
Use it to help things. Not really something that you need to like look at dogmatically and say this is it. All there is to it.
Yeah, it's
well, the concept that there's like a proven fact that cannot be unproven in some way is probably the most anti-science you can be.
Walking around.
Your doggy being silly?
Yeah, no, I go to step over him. Normally he just stays still, and this time he decided to fucking jump in my fucking way. You weirdo. Right. But yeah, no, the best example I always give is back when trains were first becoming a thing. The scientists proved that the train couldn't go faster than 28 miles an hour, otherwise all the air would get sucked out of the cars and everyone would suffocate and die.
Clearly a legitimate concern.
Yeah. Yeah, it turned out to be a little off. They can go faster now. But yeah, that's why almost everything is referred to as a theory.
What's that train they have in Japan? Is it like a light rail something or other?
Bullet train?
Is that what it? Yeah, bullet train. Yeah, those freaking huge or fast bullet trains.
Yeah, like maglevs or something, right? It's like magnetic or something.
Yeah, the kind of thing that's never really been like replicated. I mean, China says they got something like that, but I'm like, oh, do you? I've never seen it.
They might have stolen it.
I think it turned out that it was like impossible to make it like financially profitable, or like people thought it was, or it just wasn't enough of a profit that they were like willing to put money into it for any other government. They were like, it's really expensive. And convenient, but we don't really make a lot of money off of this to come fuck these people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, there's not much in it for us.
Yeah, seems to be the problem for most things. It's like rail systems are like the most profitable for like citizens. You know, once there's a train to go places, it's a lot easier for everybody to get there.
But yeah, the government, the authorities generally don't give a shit about, you know, it being cheap for people to move around. That's not that money maker for them.
It's almost like they don't want people to move around.
Not cheaply.
And the ability to let people move around like that for them, anything really is just to say, look at what I accomplished. Right, a lot of in practice, they don't care if you're able to get from point A to point B at super fast speeds.
Yeah. Well, that would only benefit people.
Yeah, just a whole bunch of people instead of the select few. So that's why, you know, the government's never going to fuck with that. That's not going to make me a bunch of money. Fuck that.
You money?
Sign me up for the money. I want all the money.
A whole whack of money? I don't know what to do with a whole whack of money. I mean, I nothing to blow, but besides that,
Oh no.
I'm not in Canada anyway. I can't do that.
Hookers and blow. That's all. That's where the fun is at, really.
There's actually a children's book that's actually called Hookers and Blow. It's for adults, but it's marketed as a kids book.
It's all like a joke kid's book, basically.
Exactly. Like same thing with that one book called Go the Fuck to Sleep. It's like that.
Yeah,
was
like
just,
obviously that's for grown-ups, but it's, you know, it's funny.
Well, and a lot of people seem because the word fuck is spelled like F-O-C-K? I don't know, something like that. And it's spelled funny, therefore it's not that. It's not the actual F word.
Oh yeah. Well,
There's
like
even there's even a video of it being read by Samuel L. Jackson, which is not remotely surprising.
I mean, of anybody
awesome.
to read that book, I think 99% of people in the world would be like, yeah, no, Samuel Jackson,
Okay,
that's the guy.
Yeah. Kind of loose.
There'd be like that couple percent of people who are like, no, me. But no, it's like everybody else thinks that Michael Jackson. It's called him Michael Jackson for some reason. Was Samuel Jackson one of the Jackson 5?
I don't know about that.
Oh, Carmelo Anthony is guilty. It is just down to the sentencing. I don't know when the sentencing is occurring. But his court trial did not involve a whole lot.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Not good for him at all.
It was pretty obvious that he was going to go. I mean, like, come on. It was absolutely ridiculous to get him pulled.
Yeah, he clearly wanted to get away with it.
He thought he could too.
What is this sentencing? I just want to find out.
Yeah, it was something to like
35
like
years for the murder of Austin Metcalf. Yeah, 35 years.
You know what was really stupid that I thought was dumb that happened afterwards is that there were like some black people going around assaulting white guys assuming that they were part of the jury. Like, what are you doing? There's this one video of this one guy who was just like chilling out on a beach, and some black guy on a bike going up to him and said, "Oh, you were on the jury, weren't you? You were on the jury." And then
yeah, what's the racist thing going on here? Is that black people being incredibly racist?
Yeah,
Like
something like that.
Hit a white guy because white people are all responsible for what that one jury of people said.
You know,
And ultimately, it has nothing to do with the jury. It's the fact that Carmelo Anthony just went and murdered somebody.
Right.
Like he antagonized.
And again,
the guy
I don't understand that fucking
stopped him. That's murder.
I don't understand that tribalism. It's bizarre. Like, how do you not just recognize? Like, just the fact that he also
you know what?
happens to be black.
It's like you know who didn't get a lot of support from the white people when he went to prison? The fucking sandwich guy. Right? Because we recognize he's a piece of shit. We don't want him part of the white guy group anymore. We don't want him part of any group. He's a fucking
It's fucking gross.
Get rid of that.
Yeah.
That's what I think. People need to have a more healthy ability to say, like, I don't care that that person fits whatever group or whatever you think you're part of, or you think is more important than any other group of people. Like, when there's a bad person, they're a bad person, and they need to be punished, regardless of their skin color or gender or anything.
Yeah, I don't get it, dude. I don't understand why you're just like
black or you're a woman or something. Yeah, I had seen that he'd been convicted. I hadn't seen that he'd been sentenced yet. So 35 years for the sentencing. Is that with or without the possibility of parole?
I'm pretty sure it's with possibility of parole. So he's got to serve at least a 35 or whatever, 8% of 35 or 40 is considered. And hardly anyone gets out in their first try for parole, so. But I think anything other than a life, just a straight life sentence, always has the possibility of parole. Or almost always. I think so. I could be wrong about that. Please, I'm not quoting anything there. But I'm pretty sure that that's the case. If it's not straight life, again, if it's not straight life sentence, and even then there is a difference. You know what I mean? Like, there's life with the possibility
you will be eligible for parole after half the sentence.
Okay.
So like 17 and a half years bare minimum.
Yeah.
So he'll be 34 years old.
It takes 4 or 5 tries.
He can get like a parole. Personally, I don't think they should have parole.
Yeah, not for something that fucking blatant.
Yeah, for murder, for child molestation, for rape, I think no parole. If you're a thief, yeah, maybe you change your ways, get out, and maybe not be a thief.
Speaking of people and bad behaviors and all that, there was like an update to the Johnny Somali situation.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm trying to remember what it was though. I'm bringing it up.
Oh, so the initial phase of the trial to decide whether or not he gets more time, or he's asking for less time, they're asking for more time, saying that he didn't get properly punished. That took 7 minutes. That's the funny
thing about the appeal process there.
Yeah, basically they reconfirmed all of the stuff for the original punishment and the original crime and everything as it was, and heard the arguments for more time from the attorney and for the DA person, and they heard the argument from Johnny, and they're like, all right, we're good. We're gonna do our decision next. So they just took 7 minutes.
It's pretty cut and dried.
But we haven't decided.
He's obviously not sorry.
Which way anything is going to go. Part of the things going against Somali, if I remember correctly, were that his stuff wasn't looked at as a group of crimes altogether, because it demonstrates that it's a habitual thing. Like, he's not just like a one-time offender who This is clearly he just continues to break the law over and over and over.
Well, he kept doing it after he was arrested to begin with. Like,
Yeah, and that's what they're
awaiting
saying. Is
trial.
they're saying that the way that the trial, the sentences were put together was as if he was a first-time offender on everything instead of a habitual offender on all of them.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so it should have been looked at more severely because the whole thing demonstrated that he was not sorry about any of it and continued to, commit crimes, whereas he was sentenced as if he had said sorry and only did the one thing each time instead of all of it together. So hopefully, it was a very sound argument. The other one is that he did it, not only did he do all that, but he did it for money, to make money off of the internet from streaming.
Right.
And then not only did he make money off of all of this stuff that he's done, at no point has he tried in any way, shape, or form to compensate his victims. So he hasn't made them whole in any way, or even tried to make them whole in any way. So
I'm trying to feel pretty much to say everything, but this guy is just a class act.
oh yeah, and what his whole argument was just like, I was dumb, and I'll do better now.
I think he even made the argument like, I'm going to go back to school, go back to university, I'm going to get my life together, I'll never set foot here again.
Yep. And he's still selling the same shit. It's still not it still smells like shit.
Well, no, what Smodge was just saying, that's what he said in Japan. And then he went over and fucked this shit in fucking South Korea.
Yeah, he is a habitual liar. He thinks if he just apologizes and stuff, he'll get away with it. He just does it again and again. And it's just, to him, actions don't have consequences. Just say you're sorry. You can say you're not at work. Just say that's it.
But
I mean,
it's not looking good for him. Most people are pretty sure the sentence gets increased.
it probably will be.
Just from they think that the judge that they gave it to originally was like, I don't want this fucking political bullshit mess. Somebody else is going to deal with it, so he did it on purpose. Like, undersold it on purpose. He's like, they'll do a fucking appeal, and they'll do an appeal, and then I don't have to deal with any of this shit being my fault anymore. And I was like, well,
going down the road.
Yep. Nope. That's not going to be the case. This is everything.
yep. I can't wait to see that here. But, it's interesting, we haven't really heard a lot about like, did he get out of prison already? Like, they let him go?
Yeah, I think they sent him back to Russia, and then he let him come back to the U.S. That's the
Yeah, well, the U.S. was like, we don't want him. Like, nah, dude.
Yeah, I think he's back in Russia. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure he's back in Russia.
I bet the Russians were real fucking thrilled that he came back.
Damn. I would have threatened to go to war over it about Russia. Like, we're not taking him back.
Yeah, we're not
We will
taking
meet you before we take this fucking asshole back.
Oh, that'd be brutal. The court cases that the DC gets to bring him in is like, who's forced to deal with that asshole?
That would be just.
It'd be funny as shit if fucking Russia was like, you know what? You're that fucking despicable. When you get back, put you in prison too. We're a communist dictatorship. We don't gotta have a reason.
There you go.
That was funny though. He went right back into prison. Or did he have no issues in Russia? And that was why he didn't want to go to Russia for the U.S.
I don't know. No idea. you. He's from your country. You have to take him back. Fucking prick.
Exactly. Well, it's like what's going on in like what is it, Ireland or UK? They want to get that guy arrested and deported. The one who attempted to behead someone. But have you not heard about this? Nobody's right. Alright, well, no one got beheaded. It was an attempted beheading in Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was I think he was illegally in the country, some migrant, and he assaulted and attempted to behead a guy who was like just trying to go home and just was attacked and
Walking down the street, yeah, because that's how that works.
Yeah,
They don't
so
attack people at random, like for no reason. That's
yeah, so then and someone intervened, and then we're supposed to arrest the guy, and then he ended up he was like a Sikh, which is weird too. You always hear about the Sikhs, but yeah,
Sikhs is the religion we
well, we used to, but that's changed drastically because apparently
has it? That's unfortunate.
yeah.
It used to be like they were very
Well, there's definitely been some tension going up here in Canada in that in particular because they have I think it's called a kafar or something. You know, that ceremonial dagger that they always carry around with them.
Yeah, it's there to protect
Yeah, it was like yeah. Well, apparently there's no one using them as stabbing people. So for no reason, as far as we can tell. Now, granted, there's more to it than that, but there's been an increase of things going on, and we also have problems with a lot of seats up here in Canada because they're now sharing driver's licenses. They're giving to people and they're driving big semi trucks.
yeah, we just made that federally illegal.
Well, it's illegal up here too, but they're still doing it. So they're trying to shut down the truck companies for giving these guys licenses and all that, but they're not really. So it's not.
Yeah, it's a real big problem here too. Yeah. A lot of accidents all the time.
Well, a lot of the accidents that you're getting are actually from a lot of those guys that came from Canada. They come over here, they get a license, and then they start delivering stuff in ticket plates from Canada to the U.S. And then they're going to do it. So it's really just Canada's fault it's happening. That's why we're catching a lot of flack over that. There's a lot of demand for those.
Stop.
That'd be nice.
Appreciate that. We're gonna blame you for that. That is really fucked. That's like they were coming bullshit. That makes a lot of sense, though.
I can't wait for the time when Alberta finally separates so that we can stop blaming us for that. It's like, it's not me, it's Canada's problem. Aren't you Canada? Not anymore.
Yeah, you'll be on Alberta instead of Canada.
Yeah, I was hoping it would have happened this October, but it's not going to happen. What happened here, I guess, is the update on the freedom stuff over here. So, a judge had ruled that because the petition didn't properly consult with the Aboriginal community, that it's invalid. So you can keep, collecting signatures, but the government, the provincial government and all that are not going to verify that the names are actually real. So if you can't verify it, then you can't confirm that it's an official petition to get it on a referendum. They canceled that. So then they tried doing an appeal, and a judge turned down the appeal as well. So that's the situation. We're still, yeah. Well, and that's not supposed to be how it works. Because how it works is like once the petition or the referendum goes through, then you consult the various different groups on what their position would be. But the judge, decided, well, no, we're not going to do things in order now. You can't do it at all. It's a real problem, and of course we know this is partially due to the fact that all the judges here in Canada, judges are appointed by Ottawa, and Ottawa is here to put in, an Ottawa-friendly judge, is what they do. So then, it makes sense that was going to happen. So, but now it just sort of increased support for the separation movement up here, because now it's like, well, according to the signatures that were collected, it was like about a little over half of the province wants to separate. That wasn't even like all the signatures. That was just
Yeah, and if
there was
half is pretty major.
Yeah, well, it was over half. It was like 60% of the province. We only needed 40%. So
Yeah, I was saying
31.
half would be pretty major. Yeah, like in and of itself, that would be a pretty major issue. If just half of the people wanted out, more than half, then you're definitely like you've got the majority of that.
The scheduled referendum date is still in October, and right now so our premier decided that she thought that was completely undemocratic and illegal. So she said that she's going to put a question on it, because she has the power to put a question on there, and she put on the question that should Canada or should Alberta have a referendum on separation. You might be wondering, why do that? It's partially because if we have this referendum and it goes through, that means by the next referendum, no court can stop it. So if that referendum goes through, or this one goes through, then the next one is like, you can't do anything, we're having it regardless, and that could still lead to separation. The problem is that the next referendum after this one is in 2 years. It's like, fuck. We got 2 more years of this nonsense. So that's why a lot of people are thinking, okay,
Maybe they're hoping that people's intensity will die off and they'll just give up.
Well, that's just it. They're hoping that fatigue kicks in, and then they'll just sort of like, you'll just give up, and that you'll leave. And it's working. A lot of people are already talking about leaving the province. It's like, what the hell is the point? Like, another 2 years of this, like we're already on the verge of collapse as a country already. In fact, our various different major job manufacturers, the mold and steel and aluminum and all that other kind of stuff, because of the tariffs up here in Canada, they said that we only really have 3 more months, and then like we have to start shutting down because the tariffs are destroying us. There's literally nothing we can do. We have to, stop this, and our prime minister doesn't seem to want to make a deal. But then, what are we going to do? Essentially, we're at the point where they're saying like about 28 days, and then we're going to have another major logging company or whatever is going to start shutting down, and that's going to start the domino effect of the entire country going bankrupt. So hopefully we get a deal going. Anyway, that's one of the issues going on here. But the reason why I say like our government's already kind of collapsing is because they're already well aware that the country's going to go bankrupt. We already are. In fact, we're officially in a recession.
Everybody's been in one of those for a while. I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, the last major recession was back in 2008. So, but the sad thing is like Canada is the only country in the world right now in a recession, and yet we're one of the most wealthiest countries in the world because the oil.
Are we not all in recession? I thought you were like all of the countries were.
No. Just Canada. Everyone else is actually doing better than you think. And despite all the stuff you're hearing about, like in America with prices and all that kind of stuff, you guys are still doing way better than we are.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, I know a lot of people like to think that America's in a bad state, but like honestly, given the prices of everything out there, you guys are doing way better than we are. Don't get thinking. Don't get too depressed about America. Even in New York, which is like insane right now, is doing better.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, like up here, everything's collapsing. Our government is like, they're saying like we can't keep this going. So who knows what's going to happen? Like I think we might have a rebellion in the federal government right now with like the Liberal Party, because a lot of people are not happy with things and they get nothing but complaints. So. Well, like when Justin Trudeau left, I mean, he had everywhere he went, there was always a massive protest. People were getting ready to throw stuff out. You can't do that in Canada because that's a crime. You can't like throw vegetables or whatever at your prime minister. So like,
no matter how much the prime minister might deserve those things.
Well, considering that Justin Trudeau's father, he put the country into a recession when he was in charge, and that was the last time you were allowed to throw vegetables at him. So everywhere he went to go try to campaign for re-election, they called him the Caesar Salad Express because he operates like a fucking dictator, and everywhere he goes, people are throwing vegetables at him. Yeah, well, and that practically was Justin Trudeau in his last time. Everywhere he goes, he gets heckled. And what's funny is that people are already starting to heckle Mark Carney everywhere he goes. So it's starting. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the pressure will get on before the country collapses.
Yeah, you never know.
I know it all sounds kind of depressing, but on the plus side, I mean, like if it collapses, if air collapses fast, that way we can start rebuilding. The last thing you want is a slow collapse because it just gets more and more depressing. Fast collapse is like get over and done with. Let's rebuild. Get the people out. People are going back to the Ireland. You guys hear about like because the people in Ireland they're so upset. They're actually going door to door where there have been like migrants who have like committed crimes and pretty much got away with it. No jail time, no nothing. So they're going to places and they're trashing their homes and setting them on fire.
Wow.
I'm surprised you guys haven't heard about it. It's like this news is everywhere.
I knew there had been a lot of fires, but I thought they were mostly like businesses and stuff.
No.
I highly approve of what is going on. I'm sorry, I have to say, if you're committing crimes and you've gotten away with it so far, and the judges and the jury won't fucking protect the people from you, then the people will protect themselves.
Oh yeah, people are starting to attack.
Yeah, you're making vigilante justice a liable.
When the government refuses to listen to its natural born citizens, it allows these animals to invade.
Does Ireland have a reason to have the white get bad?
No.
They did some awful shit for fucking centuries. But has Ireland been in on that? Like, why do they have the guilt?
Oh, the guilt stuff's been going around for a long time. They keep pushing on every white European country because they think you need to feel it. Not to mention you have all the migrants who come in there. They always say, "Oh, this place is terrible. You guys are genocidal and all that stuff." Really? Okay. I know. Like,
I thought Irish mainly just did it to, because they're Protestant and Catholic or whatever.
I know in the UK right now that they're starting to attack their police officers because they're getting done with the nonsense. Which is not that surprising because the police have been covering it up and attacking the people. I think it was in the UK where that guy was like stabbed by a Sikh, and the police ended up arresting the guy because the Sikh said that the guy said something racist and that's why he attacked him. And so the guy's got all these stab wounds and he says he can't breathe and a police officer said, I don't think you're telling the truth. And the guy died in police custody. And that's leading up to the people, going after the cop.
Yeah, that fucking white guilt shit is going to be the fucking Western civilization.
I mean, shit's going down. It's going down all over the Western world right now. I'm thinking people have finally had enough of the nonsense.
Yeah, I never understood that, or I shouldn't say never. Pretty early on. Why am I guilty?
Yeah, for shit that happened before you were ever
born. I was
born.
fucking alive. Yeah.
Before you existed, these people did all these things.
It's a bizarre concept. I happen to share a fucking skin color with people that did some really fucked up shit.
Yeah, it's really
it's bizarre to me.
It's a lot of it's a lot of demoralizing that they're trying to do, and I think they're trying to like get conspiratorial, but like for one, they've been increasing like a lot of guys right now because men are usually the ones who don't put up with this bullshit, but we have been for a while. But part of the problem is that you have a lot of guys who have been like a lot of the food and stuff that we eat is all laced with like not fentanyl but fluoride and other kind of chemicals that make you like less likely to do something. And you're eating less meat, and we have very unhealthy diets, and obesity is like an epidemic level. And so if you feel less inclined to do something about it, you just let people get away with it. And you tackling like white guilt and stuff, and then you got a bunch of women who pretty much, you know, allow it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
That's why it's important.
Emasculating men also in schools is a big thing.
Yep, in schools, in relationships too. I mean, most guys, the average man hasn't had sex in like anywhere from 1 to 2 years. I mean, and that's a normal thing apparently, and that's normal. Now it should be.
No.
Yeah. I assume that 10% of guys is still nailing 90% of the pussy. I assume that hasn't changed.
Pretty much. Well, sort of. I mean, like, I think a lot of those guys
it's just up to like 99% now instead of 90.
Well, I think that at this point, like a lot of those guys and the women that they can get with, I mean, they're getting older now, and yeah, they're less inclined. Because like once you get older, you reach a certain point, it's like I've had enough. I've had enough. Let's see, I'm just doing other stuff now. After a while, you do start to get bored.
Yeah, I've been there for a while. That is kind of my exact thought. I've had enough pussy in my life. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I've still gotten laid every once in a while, but yeah, it is every like couple of years, basically. I've still held off on fucking the ex, so that's good.
Yeah.
I've resisted that temptation so far.
Well,
yeah, it's easy enough.
Just remember what she's like every time, you know? Try to.
I'm definitely not thinking about a relationship. I'm just thinking of fucking.
It's easy enough for me to...
The relationship part's easy enough.
It's easy enough for me to ignore my ex because I see her every now. I'm pretty sure she used to like live outside the city in like a small town, but I think she moved back in. So I'm seeing her at like every various different convention I go to these days, and every time I see her, she gives me the dirty glares, the stares. I remember like
that's a long fucking time.
I know. I've been, you know, I haven't.
You just tell her, hey, it's nice to know you still care.
I don't even want to open that possibility. I don't even want.
No. If she's still mad, that would infuriate her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't
fucking
want.
Vicious thing to say. Like it sounds nice, but it's actually just a vicious.
I don't want any interaction. It's okay. She can give me all the dirty glare she wants, so long as she's over there and just leaves me alone.
Yeah.
You don't want to kick the fucking beehive. You're like, look, there's bees in that fucking hive.
Hey, there's a small little anime convention at one of my local malls. It's a free thing. You walk in. There's little tables. It's a fun little thing. But she was there, and as I was walking, and she'd see me every now and then. I turned my head there. She was just glaring right at me all the way from across the hallway. And as I was leaving, like to go, I just sort of caught a glance there. She was walking by and she was sticking her middle finger at me, and I'm like,
you have lived in that head rent free.
Apparently I have.
Far longer than anybody should.
How long has it been since you guys were together?
Oh, 11 years. I know,
That's amazing, dude.
That is an accomplishment.
That is fucking...
Yeah.
What did you do? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, let's just say she
held that poor woman.
Dick made of solid gold or something? That fucking mad that she doesn't get it anymore? I mean, Jesus.
If I had to speculate, I think it's probably because the reason why I speculate that is because we had a mutual friend, and he would speak off to her, and I said, look, what's going on here? He likes the drama, so he would tell me stuff, and I'm like, but what he told is that apparently, well, over some of her family, because they talk to me every now and then because of something. Like, I remember one time I had to, it was like a year, and she left a bunch of her stuff over in my apartment, and apparently she sent like her brother-in-law to come over and pick up stuff. And so I loaded up the truck for, yeah. And so, like, the brother-in-law looked at me and asked, so, are you ever going to get back together with her? And I'm like, no, why? And he told me that because apparently she was dating another guy, and he was like a deeply religious kind of guy, and he was kind of on the crazy side. Apparently he was like, yeah, like psychotic guys, and he's always staring, and it's like,
oh, that's always a good sign. I mean, you're feeling with religious people.
Well, he's one of those like really deeply religious kind of guys, and the brother-in-law told me, yeah, he kind of makes me nervous a little. I think he's just socially awkward and all that kind of stuff. But she said that or at least he said that I was a lot more stable. But part of the reason why I was also glad to no longer be dating with her is because her parents did not like me. They thought I was absolutely terrible. But I think it's because she was talking shit about me behind my back. Anyway, that's how that shit went. So I'm glad that's stuff. So okay, I have to deal with angry glares every now and then. Okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, you're getting off pretty light. I mean, there are life ruination shit that happens to a lot of people. But the angry glares is probably, you know, it definitely could be.
You gotta hire like 3 different hookers that are just a little prettier than she is, or escort, and just have one go to each convention you're gonna see her at, and then like the next one take a different one, and then the next one take a different one. Just do it 3 times. Your head will probably pop like a water balloon from all the goddamn pressure. From the blood pressure.
Yeah, if she flips you off, like flip her off back, but like with a smile on your face, that'd probably work pretty well.
Probably. Yeah. I'm not looking to...
Hey, fuck you too!
No, I know you're not going to try to fuck it up. But...
yeah, I don't want to reopen old wounds. I just want to move on. But the other reason I bring her up in that regard is because that little mini anime convention I like to go to, they have it twice a year, and the next one is this Saturday. So I'm gonna go check that one out. It's free. You walk around, see a bunch of like anime stuff, have some fun conversations about your favorite shows. You never know. It's fun. We have to deal with that though.
Nice. That's so funny.
Dude, staring at me, flipping the middle finger. Like, God damn it. It's good to know that someone's thinking about me in an angry, hateful way.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy, man. Like, women tend to hold on to stuff for a long time, like, especially certain relationships. But,
right.
Damn, dude, over a fucking decade at this point. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like impressive in like the most pathetic fucking way ever. Like, how do you do that?
Like I said, I think my theory is that her future relationships or whatever ones have not worked out all that well.
So, I don't think she's particularly...
poor girl.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's her own fault for making bad decisions.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm kind of into that same thing. I'm like, why the fuck were me and the ex ever together? Like, I'm nothing like any of the other guys she dated.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you did to think, well, why did I do it? Because, you know, back then, like, you know, if you're young and dumb and you haven't had a lot of relationships, that was your first long-term one. I mean, that had some impact on you. But also, it's like, you know, you're not very picky because it's like, well, where are your options? You really get a lot. Like, yeah, I guess you take what you can. And then when you...
No, I meant from her perspective. Why was she with me? I'm nothing like these other guys. Like, they treat her like shit. They're the fucking bad boy types or whatever. Like, that's not me.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, in my ex's case, I mean, she hadn't had many, opportunities to do a lot of dating, so I was pretty much one of the only guys she was dating. I think that was probably a factor. But like I said, like from what I've heard in her future relationships, they haven't been great. Yeah, they've been rough.
And that's your fault.
Apparently. Well, I think he's just mad because we broke it up there.
She's just mad that you're not miserable. I would imagine.
Exactly.
Like
Misery wants company, and if you're doing pretty good, then they don't like that.
Yeah, they cannot stand it.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So it's what it is.
Yeah. Chicks like that, it's almost like they would sacrifice their own happiness just to make sure you're miserable.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what they do anyway. I feel like if they have the actual choice presented to them. Oh, I can be happy, but he's also happy? No. I'll be miserable as long as he's miserable.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the type that would make that fucking choice.
Well, it's like that thing, like if you can wish for anything you want, like anything, but whatever it is, your worst enemy gets half, or gets double that. So like if you wish for like a pound of diamonds, they get 2 pounds of diamonds. Person you hate the most, yeah. Or if you get like $1 million, they get $2 million. And I'm like, I'd be wishing for like fucking $1 billion or some shit. Like, why not?
Yeah. Well, you remember that? I think it was you that shared the thing where they're like, okay, all right, you get $1 million, but the person you hate the most also gets $1 million. And then the person's like, so I get $2 million?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Like, that's awesome. I'm going to get $2 million.
Yeah, I fucking hate myself more than anyone.
Wouldn't it be fucking funny if that was true? But like for everybody? Yeah. Like whoever does that, like they just learn that that's what the fucking... Because like a wish always has to have like that weird sort of dark twist. The weird dark twist is so you wish for $1 million, you end up with 3, and you're like, oh God. Like, I hate me more than anyone else on the planet? Holy crap.
This game is awesome.
A lot of money.
Oh, are you talking about Schedule 1, the one I'm playing now on the stream?
No.
Oh.
I mean, you can make a lot of money if you want, I suppose. I don't know.
Selling drugs makes a lot of money according to Schedule 1. It seems like a really profitable opportunity for anybody, really.
Lovely.
Now to go kill the cops because I gotta kill them each day. Yeah, there's no like permanent death for anything. Oh, I fucked up the
Back come closer. Oh, no, we look there.
Yeah, that reminds me. There's a games convention coming up. Not this week, but next weekend. And I want to head off to that and talk with some people who make an indie game. I was there last year, and I thought it was pretty good. I'm just so surprised the entire year's gone by.
Sounds fun.
Oh yeah,
checking out
you go there.
the game makers.
Yeah. Well, and I had some ideas about making a game of my own, so I thought, well, maybe it'd be a great time to talk to people about that. What I was surprised by, apparently, because there is a group here in my city here that help out with game developers get promotions and all that, like to promote the game. But they said that you need to get your passport and all that, because apparently in order to promote your game you have to go to Germany. There's like a games convention that goes on there every year.
All right.
And I thought that was interesting. Like, would I have to learn how to speak German? And they said, well, it would help. I don't know about that.
Well, if you're gonna go work in Germany, I would want to learn how to speak German, just because, like, you're gonna be there for a while working. I'd want to speak at least like rudimentary German if I could.
Well, apparently there's.
Do it.
It's not really there for work. It's more like to help you get financing for various different projects that you want to do, and also promotion. Apparently that's where a lot of like people that work for various different promotional companies and whatnot go. So I'll ask him more about that when I go there. Not this weekend, but the next one.
Yeah, I'd want to. If I was doing a lot of business with Germany, I'd want to learn some German, especially if you gotta go there on a regular basis. Might as well be able to enjoy going to restaurants and knowing exactly what you're ordering, you know?
And I was surprised that
everything.
Yeah, and I was just surprised because I didn't know that you'd have to go to Germany and all that. It's just something I wasn't really thinking about. I mean, I got a passport, I could go. That won't be a problem.
Well, and I'm sure half of speaking German is just sounding really angry. Right? I mean, it's not like a complicated language, it's just a very angry language. So.
I still that was just sort of like surprising to me. I told you about that? Alright, you know that song, like I'm a Barbie girl? Yeah. So like there's different translations in different
for the part where the guy's like, come on, Barbie.
Exactly. So like for instance, like when the female version, like, when the woman's singing there, she sounds fine, like a cute girl, that kind of stuff, and then when the guy starts singing, he sounds like he's fucking evil, like the devil himself is coming out there. He just sounds so terrifying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just sound like you're really angry. That's like half of speaking German.
Well, and he certainly did. I'll tell you that much. I was just shocked when I heard it.
Like, it turns out everyone talks like Hitler over there.
Well, and I'm also just surprised. There's different like record labels out there, and they'll do a different like rendition from different singers will sing other songs. I thought, whoa, okay, all right.
Chinese sounds really angry, like just regular Mandarin Chinese. Like that shit sounds really angry too.
No, I have a Chinese friend, and every now and then I'll talk to him on the phone, and I can hear his mom in the background, and she always sounds like she's mad. And I'm like, are you in trouble? What happened? It's like, no, that's just how she sounds. Oh, she sounds mad. Like, no, she's fine. She just wants to know what I wanted for dinner.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Because I remember like learning like how weird it was at first when I was working at this assembly place with a bunch of like Asians and stuff. And, like how angry the Chinese people would sound, and then they'd be like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" Yeah, like super chill, and then they'd be like, and you're like, "Oh shit, this is mad." But they were like just having like chill conversations with each other. It just sounds
I gotta go make myself some supper. I will talk to y'all. Yeah, well, I gotta do some supper and take the dog out for a walk. So I gotta go do that. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.
Alrighty, man. Peace. I recognize as a fat man the need for dinner. I'm not gonna keep somebody away from it. Bring me the dinners. Getting to order some more El Patio tonight. Apparently it's just too hot to cook tonight. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty fucking fair. We're up at like 107 or something. And they were planning on making like a meatloaf, and so it was like, yeah, we don't really want to make a meatloaf in 107 degree weather, like the fucking oven and all that.
I didn't think it got that out there, like ever.
We get some pretty fucking rough days, man.
Yeah, I was going to complain about the 118, but there's no humidity there, and it does make a difference. I know, here's my talking to myself. I'm sorry. Sorry for fucking demanding my attention for a minute.
Let's see what it actually got to.
You're gonna fall back, remember? You gotta be careful.
Oh, no, it only got to like 97
Yeah, that's rough though, man, with the humidity. Holy shit. Yeah,
right now it's already starting to cool off. It's like 94. But with the 55% humidity, it's not too bad.
Yeah, here it's like 18%. So yeah, that's it.
49% in my room, but that's AC. It's 69 degrees and 49% humidity.
That's
but
nice.
I have my
that sounds
AC
like
unit
that sounds like San Diego weather.
Yeah, that's why I like it, man. I like it much cooler than most people. My house is usually around 75 to 80. Everybody else is
Yeah, same here,
much
man.
warmer.
Yeah, I've always preferred the cold. Should have stayed in Flagstaff. God damn it. That was a nice.
Flagstaff is the place to be, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's up again. I'm up around a little over 7,000 feet of elevation. It's basically about an hour and a half drive from Phoenix, like the north end of Phoenix to Flagstaff. But the elevation goes from like 1,800 feet to like 7,200 in like an hour and a half driving. So it's about 30 degrees cooler. So yeah, you drive an hour and a half, 30 degrees cooler.
That's pretty nice. You can kind of do the same thing here, except it's not quite as far away. You can drive out to the coast in about an hour from where I'm at. So
yeah.
I'm pretty. That's pretty nice, and you can really cool off out at the coast. Like there's times when the temp difference is way more than 20 degrees. Like it could be like 105, and then you get out there and it's like 60 degrees, and you're like, what the fuck?
Dude,
it's all
crazy.
cloudy and shit. Yeah.
Well, dude, just going from like a half a mile to the actual beach is like 7 or 8 degrees. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember where we stayed, like the resort. It's up on a hill, and again, it's about a half a mile away. Yeah, probably more like a mile, 3/4 of a mile or so from the actual ocean. And dude, yeah, the difference in that temperature was crazy. Just in that short period of time.
Well, and then the West Coast is generally around 60 to 70 degrees because it's just the water. It keeps it around that temperature for the most part, because the water is what stabilizes it all.
Right.
Like it gets colder and it gets warmer, but it tends to stay around like in the 60 to 80 degree range.
Man.
Never really gets too far above or below.
I hear you.
Even in the wintertime, it's not terribly cold out there. It's kind of nice.
Good shit.
Oh, it'd be awesome to have both. There's like a mountain somewhere nearby. And a beach.
That would be nice.
Oh, did you see the fucking, the one where the guy's talking to the guy that assaulted his daughter?
No. That sounds awful, though.
Oh, it's fucking great, man. He's like, I have trained in my time in the military like hundreds, if not thousands of people to do all these horrible things to other people. And it is by the grace of God that the police found you before I did that night. And that you went to jail, because you would not be here if that was the case. I had found you that night. You would no longer exist. Because he's like talking to the kid, and he's like, the guy, and he's like, and you know, you're here and you're smiling and you're laughing and you're treating this like a fucking joke. And it just like, I forget how it ended.
So let me carefully define the situation for you.
I would have gone across over the table. That dude was laughing or smiling at all.
Oh yeah, no, I can't even imagine. Sexually and physically assaulted his daughter. He's had trained thousands of warriors.
In some of the most austere,
In dangerous conditions.
against some pretty scary.
All right, just a minute or two. I'm gonna have to drop the puppy off with the with the little boy. Just for a warning.
I'm gonna just tell you that by the grace of God in heaven, I was unable to find
Not yet.
you.
You're gonna be here in a minute or
And
two.
it's only through my inability to do so that you still draw breath.
Oh, it was through the grace of God that I was unable to find you. And it is only through that blessing that you still draw breath. That was what he said to the guy. And
That
it's
is
just
beautiful.
Like, very beautiful. Very well said. And you can see him look in his eyes of like, I would love to fucking kill you right now in the middle of this fucking room. In his fucking eyes, you can see like this man would be absolutely thrilled to do all sorts of horrible shit to that guy right there
What
if
is
they
this?
let him.
You decide to do this right before you leave, you little fucker. Don't do that. That's no good.
Oh yeah, I started getting fucking
No more.
what do you call it? Drug addiction fucking videos for a little bit there.
Oh wow.
I'm assuming
crazy.
because I got like fucking Oxycontin at some point, or because I got the Oxycontin for the fucking stones or whatever.
Wow. Holy
And I-
shit, do you get put on a fucking list for that? Like, we're gonna get you one way or the other.
Yeah. But apparently they started giving me little YouTube shorts of people talking about being sober and sobriety and all that. I'm like, that's
Wow.
pretty fucking funny, I gotta admit.
God damn, dude. That's terrifying.
I was telling my mom, I'm like, we should just keep the extra. Nobody wants it, but if we need it for something, you know, somebody's got a bad tooth or something. She's like,
Yeah.
no, we gotta take
What's
it
that?
back.
What? No, you sell it.
I'm
Fucking
not
crazy.
selling it. No, fuck that noise.
I haven't had a relapse in like 15 years, dude. I'll take it. I'm kidding, obviously. I hope.
Oh
I
yeah,
hope
yeah,
it's
no,
not
yeah, no, I don't doubt that. I said we gotta
Yeah.
wait like 3 or 4 weeks before just to make sure like I don't fucking pop another stone.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah, something else doesn't
then
happen.
we can get rid of it. Then I'm fine.
Are you
Just-
supposed to? Are you supposed to? Like, are
I
you
think we're
like,
supposed to
obligated
take any
bring it back?
unused back to like the fucking pharmacy. Yeah.
Wow.
It's more like they don't want you throwing it in the trash than like an obligation to bring it back. It's like if you're going to dispose of your unused medication.
Oh, bring it back instead of just throwing it in the
Yeah,
trash.
yeah. Don't throw it in the trash. Throw it. Come to the pharmacy. Bring it back. And it's for all medications. There, it's like they don't. They like the. I think I have a couple extra Ondastatin, the fucking nausea ones. Like those will have to go back too. And like the fight. I took all the antibiotics because obviously you take all the antibiotics when you take antibiotics, or what would be the fucking point of taking them? And then other than that, like why would you even bother then? If you're not gonna fucking.
All right,
take the
my
whole
kid's
thing.
here. I'll be right back.
Have fun. Alright, let's go see how much cocaine we got. Nah, it's a little early for the cocaine harvest. see if the popo out here again. Not no police.
You know, you can talk while I'm gone.
Yo,
You're allowed
yo,
to do
yo. I've kind of got in like a weird, like I was looking for something. And then I
Yeah,
forgot
cool.
what I was looking for.
Oh, I posted the things I was talking about that you spit out the diatomaceous earth with. I don't know if you saw that, but
The what here?
that's what it looks like. I posted like an hour ago, but I kind of forgot. You know,
What is the what are the yellow?
that's like the
things?
lid. Like you kind of turn it upside down to use
Oh,
it.
okay.
Like you put it in at the top, like at the top, which is the bottom here.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
whatever way you want to
yeah,
work
yeah,
that.
yeah. I remember using these now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like you said, you flip it over, you unscrew that, you put it in whatever powder. I assume it's not exclusive to diatomaceous earth. But yeah, you barely push it, and it's like fucking everywhere.
I think
So
we
it
mix.
takes some
I
getting
think we
used
mix
to.
some sort of like fertilizer with the diatomaceous earth when we did that. Like there was a little bit of fertilizer mixed into it. Like, well, while you're spreading good stuff on your plant anyway, you know, can't hurt to also give it some like nice fertilizer to help it grow a little bigger.
What the fuck did that not post?
What?
I was trying to post a picture. I kicked out on it. All right, let's try it again. All right, so this morning we're at the store basically when it opens at like 7, or they come down maybe usually 10 after. They're always fucking late opening the store that I walk through with the dog.
Yeah.
But today, anyways, after we left, I was sitting up front, and I usually have to stop there and, you know, put whatever I bought into my backpack, kind of shit. But I was doing that. The lady, one of the owners, the lady that came out, and she's like, "Here, it's for your dog," and she had like 2 of the little beef sticks. And she put them on the table, on the one, not the one that's like 10 feet away. So there's 2 little ones, you know, ones that are a couple inches long or whatever. And before I even realized what had happened, the fucking grandpuppy had went over there and fucking grabbed one of them. Still in the package.
Wow.
And that little fucking shit would not give it up for anything, dude. That motherfucker, it took me like at least 5 minutes. Longer than 5, but at least 5. To finally get him. And this little motherfucker was like growling at me, trying to take it. I'm like, you motherfucker. And so I was like yelling at him like crazy.
Oh, wow.
Dude, even opening the other one, unwrapping the other one and holding it in front of him, he wasn't dropping it. And I'm like, look, I have one here. Out of the package, motherfucker. Drop it. But anyways, that's what it was like after he finally gave it up. That's a beef stick that's been chewed in the package by a dog.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Could
I don't know what it
not
looks like. I don't know what your first impression of that was, but that's what that is. If you had formed any ideas
if you had not said it before I physically saw it, because I was busy looking at Asper cream and pie filling on Amazon.
All right. I know it's like bacon,
not a
doesn't it?
meat stick is not what I would have described that as. It's not the words that I would use
Right. Understand.
for what that
Understood.
is.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
A
Dog
meat
chew the
paste
fucking
tube,
beef stick for.
perhaps. You know, you those little tubes of like fish for cats, where you like squeeze it and little white fish comes out, white fish face. Like that could be like a fucking neat one for like dogs or cats, you know? Like bacon paste in it or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what it ended up being. It was still in chunks, little tiny chunks. Wasn't quite liquefied by the time he got.
Yeah, but you do better to get it out of his mouth.
Oh yeah, dude, I was.
He doesn't need to eat
Again, ever
plastic.
since, yeah, no, ever since he, you know, when he got sick when he was a little puppy and he almost died. Ever since then, anytime he, you know, eats anything that he shouldn't or whatever, freak the fuck out. So yeah, I was definitely. Like, he just ate the paper towels like a couple weeks ago. I was freaking the fuck out over that. Turns out that happens pretty regularly with dogs. Like, they
well, and
seem to
paper
really
towels
enjoy
are just
eating.
cellulose anyway, so it's not really...
Yeah.
Like, there's no
yeah,
poison.
they're pretty soft.
And they're relatively soft.
Yeah.
They're relatively okay for passing.
Yeah, in the moment I did not know that, so I freaked the fuck out. Until
like
I looked it up.
Like the butcher string is relatively safe if it wasn't in one long string.
Yeah, it didn't tie all the poops together.
Yeah.
It's way out. God. That is fucking so funny. Probably not. I mean, probably not that funny when you have to do it, I would imagine. But the idea of it is really funny. Like watching a video of someone else dealing with it would be really funny.
Yes.
God damn.
Many things are like that.
This is true. And I suppose even after the fact, like even if you had to sit, like if you had filmed it and watched it later, it'd probably be pretty funny, right? Once the moment had passed.
Yeah, probably. Oh, did you see the fucking one with Asmongold in like a rainbow shirt on the upper half? And a lady with a drink in her hand at the bottom half?
No.
It's not really a lady, it's a man with man titties. But I thought...
I didn't watch much today. I got sidetracked by all kinds of shit today.
It was fucking epic.
I didn't do my homework.
This dude's like... Somebody told me I should mix the Twix coffee with the Snickers coffee. It's like canned coffee that is Twix and Snickers flavored. And the motherfucker puts it all in one big, like, just happens to have a big old, like, Dunkin' Donuts cup or something. Fills it all the way to the top with both coffees. And it looks to be about 24 ounces in total. And he's like, oh, all right, let me taste that. And just proceeds to just down the whole fucking thing in one big, long drink. Like, through a straw, just drinks the whole thing. And you're like, that's not a taste. You just drank all of it. Like, tasting, it would have been like a sip. It was just so fucking bizarre.
Is it chugged it?
Just chugged it down in like maybe half a minute. Didn't take long. It was pretty impressive. But it was just like, homie couldn't fucking sit up without breathing heavy.
Jeez, dude. Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Oh, what was it? I watched a Willem Dafoe movie with my friend yesterday. And it was annoying because it didn't have a really very satisfying ending. The whole thing is he's like a criminal that gets caught in a fucking like fancy house where he's stealing art and he can't get out, like it won't let him out. And then it sort of implies that the people who hired him to steal the art really wanted to keep him trapped in the house as a piece of living art that they're creating, of him basically like slowly starving to death in the house.
Wow.
And like how he would try to like escape and everything.
That's pretty dark, dude.
Yeah, but then it just kind of like, he's this big picture on the ceiling with lights in it. And he finally gets the bolts all the way out of all the things are on the bottom, so he can pull off like the panel on the bottom finally. Because it's like everything's like metal, like in the walls, or he can't bring it away. Well, he's dumb; he doesn't know how to do it.
Oh, gotcha.
But If you finally get through the thing and it doesn't show you like where he goes after that, or give you any sort of like follow-up to tell you how like what the resolution of the story is, this is just like, then it just ends.
That's crazy. That's pretty weird.
Right? It's like, it seems to be a thing of movies to end now.
Yeah, nobody can write a good ending.
Yeah, there was,
that's
I
pretty
watched
common.
Obsession and that one ended pretty good actually. Like it made perfect sense, the ending worked perfectly for the film. But like, that's the one where the guy wishes for the girl to love him. And then the wish comes true, but like she's psychotically in love with him. But then like he figures out over time that it's not the actual girl. It's just the wish takes over her body and forces it to do and say stuff.
Oh wow.
Like it's sort of possessing her in a way, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And eventually, obviously, he kills himself. She kills a couple of their friends and in jealous rage and shit. And then it fucking ends with her just on the couch crying because the wish died when he died. So when he finally shot himself in the head and died, she came back to her body and it's like all her friends are dead around her and shit. And she was like passively watching apparently. Because that's what it seems to imply is that she's conscious and aware the whole time. She's just not in control.
She just can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
wow.
So he was
That's
like fucking
dark.
her and all that kind of stuff. And they were in like a relationship for a little while and it was nice, I guess, but when it progressed to psychotic land, where he'd like wake up and she'd be standing in the fucking corner in the shadows watching him. It was fucking great.
Yeah, that's a fucking dark one, man. Wow.
Super creepy movie. I don't usually get creeped out by horror at all, but her fucking psychotic behavior creeped me the fuck out. That was genuinely scary.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts, man.
Seeing what else is going on here. Let's see. The dinner where Churchill threatened Monty. That was kind of a fun one. I'm not a fan of the voice on those. It's not terrible. It's just AI. Not really.
Yeah, the AI one's weird. And it's funny to hear it pronounced. There's certain words that it, like the same word, it will say it multiple times, and there'll be at least 3 different pronunciations of that same word. Like it doesn't just like pick a pronunciation and stick with it. Like even if it's wrong, like that would kind of make sense, right?
Yeah.
Each time it pronounces that word differently. It's fucking crazy. See if you notice that from now on, dude. Because I've seen it a few times.
Oh,
Not obviously not on that
me now when
particular
I catch
video.
it. Gonna fuck with me now when I catch it.
Yes. Welcome to my hell, my friend.
I don't know what the veracity of any of those, because it's AI, like AI just automatically. About
Some of it's a bit of a stretch. It really,
Like,
really
is it something that somebody researched and just had AI make the video for, and it's actual research stuff, or is this just like AI
they're just making shit up?
Kind of just made shit up, you know?
Yeah, there's some of them, because I'm like, all right, you're saying that. Oh wait, is that the one where Montgomery actually said it was fried, like almost immediately?
Yeah.
Is that the one? Like he actually admitted it was fried? Yeah, Montgomery doesn't seem like the type that would come to that quickly.
Yeah, no.
He was an arrogant prick, dude. I find that a bit. It might have happened, and it sounds like that in the story. That they did say that Churchill was shocked that he picked it up that quickly. But again, Montgomery was such an arrogant prick, such a prideful fucking, asshole.
Well, didn't everybody after the war want to fucking shoot him? You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, dude. But yeah, he caused a lot of fucking issues. This is fucking bullshit. But it is funny that, because, Patton didn't really give a shit about the credit. He just wanted to win and fucking end the war as soon as possible. Like an asshole. You know?
What a terrible
like
person.
crossing the Rhine. And, getting into Germany and actually crossing the Rhine was like a big fucking deal, right? And Montgomery had this whole thing he was setting up, and, he was great at, set pieces, I guess you call them, or whatever the fuck, but he was great at setting up the tactics for a specific battle, getting everything together and like that. Patton was much better as just an improviser. He was like, all right, I can do this right now. Whatever. I can do it relatively safely. Because Patton was like fucking hauling ass. Like, this dude was advancing like crazy. So basically, and again, the level of intelligence even back then was pretty high. Like, the Germans could see them amassing all these troops on the other side of the river. So, shockingly, they put a bunch of troops on their side of the river, right in that area. So it was going to be a tough fucking thing to do, because they take too long to fucking set the shit up. You know what I mean? It's got to be noted. But anyways, while all that's going on, and it's like 2 weeks of preparation, right? Patton just fucking finds a bunch of like little fishing boats and shit, and gets like a bunch of them together, and silently crosses at a spot way further like south, where there was almost no Germans fucking covering it, because they were all up, waiting for Montgomery to start fighting. And he did it like without getting the decay. Like, he was just there, and he was like, "Fuck, we can do this like right now. There's nobody here, or there's hardly any German fucking troops here."
Yeah.
And he did it, and had like a crazy amount across. And then he calls Eisenhower to tell him after the fact. And Montgomery was like fucking pissed. Like, he was like, not even just the fact that he was pissed. He lodged a formal complaint about it.
Wow.
Which is just a level of pride that I can't imagine. They're like, no, somebody got across, and it's going to cut a fucking shitload of time off the war. And you're mad because it wasn't. Like, that seems pretty sick, doesn't it?
Yeah. No.
But yeah, that's the way a lot of the generals were. And, again, I don't think Patton didn't seem to really give a shit about it. Like, he seemed to genuinely care about just ending the fucking war as soon as possible. And all the shit he did wasn't just it wasn't reckless. It was a bunch of calculated risks based on, the information he had. He's like, I can keep pushing. And I can still keep the supply lines relatively in order here. Like, I'm going to keep fucking going. I'm going to keep the momentum. So that was, the Germans were fucking terrified of him, dude. Germans fucking, yeah, they were like, if they knew Patton was around, they knew they couldn't plan, because he moved way too far. He basically did the blitzkrieg shit better than they did.
Oh, okay.
The Germans kind of invented it. Yeah, because he's like, basically, by the time they were getting shit reported and getting troops out there, he's already fucking 3 miles further down the line. Like, he's ruining everything. He's ruining any plans, because he keeps advancing. He keeps fucking it up, because you can't get in front of him to stop him. Like, he's behind your fucking lines before you know what's happening.
Damn.
And it's crazy, because Eisenhower literally, at a certain point, was like, you have to stop. And he's like, what? I'm like, I can be in Berlin in like a week and a half. You fucking end this thing. He's like, yeah, but we all got together and agreed that Stalin's going to take over that part of Germany and fucking Berlin and all that.
Oh, no.
And I get that, but can you imagine how frustrating that has to be as a guy that,
I'd be, yeah, absolutely. It's like, look, we should just be done. Who the fuck cares who says, what, or gets the credit, or like...
Yeah, that was the other part about that video in particular, where Montgomery is like,
this is going to be it for Britain. If I don't fight for it now, we're just totally, completely finished as a, world power or whatever. I'm like, I don't think he would express that even to Churchill. Or no, it wasn't even to Churchill, was it? It was to fucking Patton. Or was it, Eisenhower? I watched a video where he literally expressed that directly to Eisenhower, and I'm like, I don't know about this. I don't know that he would admit that to fucking blindly admit, look, we have to get some kind of prestige out of this. Otherwise, we just got nothing, and we're completely done as a world power.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know, that seems kind of AI bullshit to me. Because again, what I've learned about Montgomery, it doesn't seem likely that he had that kind of fucking empathy. Or self-awareness. So yeah, it is hard to kind of discern what's real on those things and what's not. There's certain levels of dramatization to it. I mean, the way America came to war is fucking, it's pretty unbelievable what they did, and incredibly. But they did do things with fresh eyes, and I guess that did kind of help them.
Yeah.
So they're like, why don't we just have everybody know what's going on? So if all the officers get taken out, there's a chance that the rest of the guys can group together and somebody takes charge and can still get the shit done. Because what would happen with any other, even the Brits, anyone else, Germans, Brits, whoever, you kill the main officer, they're just going to fucking sit down and do nothing until another officer shows up. Like, it was entirely too regimented. They were not
they just were kind of dumb, I guess.
Trained to do anything else. Yeah, well, they were just trained that, decisions, you do what you're told. If there's no officer, you don't do anything. Like, even the Brits operated like that back then.
That's fucking
Which, again,
insane.
makes zero fucking sense. Yeah, well, I mean, it's the way shit was done for the longest time. Because, again, they mocked us at first. When sending them in, because they call them like 90-day wonders, because we were training people in like 3 months with all this shit, Even gave them classes on like the whole world fucking, like kind of get them to understand exactly what they were fighting for, you know what I mean? Like they literally give them like those lessons and shit, like what could happen if they're not winning and that kind of shit. And also, again, literally doing like thought experiment classes where like, all right, what happens if all the officers are out? What are you guys going to do? And they would ask the grunts to like try to figure shit out. And again, all those ones, obviously, there probably weren't a lot of those situations that were exact to what happened on the field. But the thought experiments at least, trained them in their head to, again, assess whatever situation you're in and fucking act accordingly, even if your main officer guy you're out.
God damn. Well, you know what, it is what it is. People may, I guess, some people just don't fucking...
It was kind of out of necessity.
And
we had like, what, a couple, not even 200,000 people in our when we entered the war. It was like 150,000 or something like that. I don't know. We had less than 200,000 people total and forced. And built that up to 8 million over like fucking, 5 years? And churned them out. And obviously the production capabilities of this country are fucking unmatched.
very true. Very true.
Yeah. And again, you kind of God damn it, what's the word I'm looking for? Not emboldened, but like you give the guys the power to improvise on the spot. Like even the fucking lowest fucking private might come up with some shit that's going to be incredibly useful. It's like how they got through the hedgerows in France. Because the hedgerows were like not just kind of, there were these raised earthen things with just camped down over fucking centuries and all kinds of woods and roots shit in the little hills, right?
Yeah.
And basically it was like some private, like they're kind of bitching about how we get through these things. It was like, man, one of the privates was like, I should get some fucking, you know, should bolt some fucking saw teeth on the front of these tanks, man. We'll cut right through this. And he was just kind of joking, right? But somebody heard that and he's like, that's a great fucking idea. And I'm going to go do it. I'm going to go try it. And it fucking worked. It cut right through those.
That's the thing.
Things,
you
dude.
never fucking know till you try, man. Sometimes you just gotta fucking put one foot in front of the other and go.
Yeah, it took some fucking hayseed country guy to fucking make a joke about what would work on a, I guess, a scale where the fuck he's from. You know what I mean? He knows what saw teeth can do or whatever the fuck. You know, he didn't realize he was serious. He wasn't serious. But the idea, you know what I mean? Anywhere else, again, Germany, fucking Britain, that wouldn't have gone in.
Nope.
But in America, everyone had input.
Yeah.
And it's just not the way it worked. And again, the Germans were fucking amazed at how quickly we recovered and how we didn't make the same mistakes twice.
And it's because we had more input. More people had more input.
Yeah, well, and it was also like in the after battle reports and shit. You know, to go up certain a bunch of levels and shit, right? From command to command, whatever. Each one softens the language and leaves shit out at every fucking level. So by the time it gets up to anybody, there's not a whole lot of useful information about what actually went wrong and why the battle failed. And for Americans, they just wrote what happened and tried to keep pride and all that shit out of it, you know what I mean? And nobody cut it out. So again, they were like, all right, well, we got to do this now, or that's not working. This will, and it would, the turnaround time from, again, failure to correction and implementation was incredibly short. Like it was, you know, like a lot of times it was in a few days on the battlefield, but like within a few weeks it would already be in the training that the next group's getting.
Yeah.
And again, any other country, that would just not, it wouldn't happen at all, or it would take fucking several months to fucking years before anybody would put all that shit together. They're too busy trying to be, you know, not embarrass whoever lost the battle.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, it's like it's war. Like you can't afford to be worried about how people feel about the battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you lost and you won, and it's like, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you make it like, the fact that you
because some guy feels bad
preventing
about
it from happening again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You do whatever the fuck it takes.
Yeah, it seems fucking insane. Like, again, that's the way everybody did it, though. Like I said, it's not even all the other allied fucking countries did it the same fucking way as the Germans or whoever.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, it was mostly out of necessity because we had to build an army essentially from scratch. Because, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but after World War I especially, America was incredibly isolationist. They wanted nothing to do with any of the wars in Europe or anywhere the fuck else.
Well, and for good reason.
That's why
it's a waste of resources. You know, it's a waste of resources. It's a huge waste of life.
Yeah.
You know, and then a lot of the times these wars are countries trying to take stuff that should never have belonged to them in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, so again, that's why the Japan attacking Pearl is so fucking crazy. Because even, you know, most of the guys in Japan, even didn't expect to win long term. They expected to hit America so fucking hard that they would have to come in and just fucking, you know, get really bad peace terms. And that's not what happened, obviously.
No, definitely not.
They kicked a fucking hornet's nest and got utterly fucking destroyed for it.
Deservedly so.
But yeah, but there were plenty of fucking Japanese. I mean, America was kind of fucking with them a little bit in that cutting off their like oil supplies and shit. But it wasn't just America. That was, again, Britain and, you know, all the other outlets had cut them off like that. But even with that, they didn't need to attack America. They didn't need to attack Pearl Harbor like they did. Because they could, again, there were oil fields around that they could easily get to.
Yeah.
But they decided they had to attack, preemptively attack and try to take America out.
Oh, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
There's a lot of lying that was going on to the soldiers and stuff going on there too. So, you know,
oh yeah, they were
it's
complete.
entirely possible that some of the higher ups maybe thought that shit was true as well. And were being lied to as well.
The what do you call it? The samurai or Bushido spirit is going to be strong wills, and our superior fucking soldiers are going to carry the day. Yeah, Germany had the same fucking bullshit. Yeah, they all thought they were superior, and their indomitable wills were going to take the day over the soft Americans and the soft Brits and whoever else. Yeah, and also there was just insanely authoritarian. Like again, Hirohito was technically, you know, the emperor, but he didn't fucking run anything. He was his figurehead. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's a rubber stamp.
Yeah, he wasn't making these decisions. He didn't go to war. You know, It's just fucking people running shit. It's kind of like how Britain is now. The royal family is technically the head of state, but they don't run any of the country. You know, they don't actually fucking govern.
I think they get like a small area where they. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh no, they have. I mean, they definitely own a lot of land and a lot of fucking real estate and shit. But they don't govern the country, is what I'm saying. Yeah, they might run their little duchy or whatever. I forget which one William owns and runs. But
like
his
grandmother, they own like little small areas
died.
of place where they live. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more like owning a big business. Like even then they're not governing. They just in that area. They're not governing you. You know what I'm saying? They just have businesses and own a lot of shit in that area.
Yeah.
Because William, I forget the name of the place. It's not Sussex, because that's the one that should have been Harry and Meghan's. But whatever it is, like he runs shit there. I think it was grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, the one that just died a few years ago or whatever. She was the first monarch to actually pay taxes on her income. Because they don't have to. Even now, they don't have to. But William is also doing it. He's also paying taxes on his income. Yeah, which is nice. That's not easy. I'm not even sure I could fucking pull that one off.
You know what?
I don't have to?
Taxes.
Yeah, no, they should. And I'm sure that's why they do. I'm just saying I don't think I would if I didn't have to.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. Yeah.
I mean, actually, I like to think I would. I don't think I would.
I think
I would be like, I don't want to be taxes. Fuck that.
If I made the kind of money that they made, I might pay my taxes. If I make the kind of money I make now, I'd be like, fuck off.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's probably easier when you're talking about...
They take home, after taxes, enough money to live extremely comfortably. You know what I mean?
They could live they could live several lifetimes, I'm sure.
Let's see. Oh, have you seen the trend that's going on now where, like, guys catch their wives cheating, so they make a video of them, like, surprising them with the knowledge and then like cheating them and like
Oh.
ending the relationship. Where the one where the guy drives her to her side piece's house and it's like, well, this is the guy you were fucking, right?
Yeah, that's very satisfying. What the fuck is this? I just missed this?
Oh, what was the other one I saw? This guy set up a camera in his kitchen, so he's like making or he's doing dishes, and he's doing the dishes, and his wife comes in. She's like, "What are you doing?" He's like doing the dishes. She's like, "What the fuck is that on your wrist?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, this is the watch. I found it in your nightstand." You know, and she's like, "What the fuck are you going through my nightstand for? What the hell are you buying watches for other men for?"
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking funny because it was just like.
I love how indignant
you're
the bitches
stalker.
get though sometimes.
You're a stalker.
Like, they do not feel
You're
bad about
fucking
it at all.
Trying to go through like, how dare you go through and invade my privacy? And it's like,
Yeah.
bitch, y'all been married
You
for
fucking
like
cheated,
20
you
years.
disgusting cunt. Yeah, you fucking cheated and you're gonna get indignant about it. Shit. How about just not be that suspicious that anybody wants to look through your shit? 'Cause it's pretty easy to tell
Yeah.
that there's something up. Even if they're not cheating, you can fucking tell when a woman's pulling away from you. And I assume a woman can tell when
yeah.
a dude's pulling away from her.
Well, and generally,
If you're paying
women
attention
tend
at
to
all.
try to like find a place to go before the relationship's over.
Yeah, they got to do the monkey branching. Yeah.
And they like to figure out somebody they're going to be with after you're gone, before you're totally gone.
Yeah. Yep. Which is pretty fucking gross. Like, if you want to be out of the relationship, you're like, no, I'm going to just, let him continue to pay all the bills and shit. Or most of the bills, or whatever the fuck. Or at least half.
Fair enough.
Then once I find somebody to replace him, then it's time to go. After I fuck that guy for a while. And I know it's a sure thing. I got my hooks into the new guy. Then I'll leave this guy. And just tell him that we have been growing apart for years. And it's his fault somehow. Or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. So sad. The guy shot at the watch.
It is really crazy.
Yeah, but the thing that gets me is the number of people that are like, the number of women who are like, keep trying to gaslight the dudes out of it.
Right. Like, you're gonna try to convince them that you're not a huge whore that cheated on them. Like, alright. Good luck with that, lady.
Man, I think we've reached back up to your flower.
Oh, yeah.
Your multi-headed flower. Oh, yeah. The fucking
Nice.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I forgot to mention that. I really regret not, like, fucking videoing myself counting off the wrappers. Because it was like a fucking ton of them, dude. The thing, it was like oddly firm candy. And I like, have it, and I'm like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, and fucking 10 all together. We're 10. 9 extras in the one that was the actual wrapper of the candy.
Yeah, that's fucking. That would have been nice, but now I've been there.
And those are the kind of things like short YouTube shorts that like everybody watches, Would have been fun to get some views.
Yeah. Yeah. I know this morning when I was telling my mom, she was trying to take a picture of fish, because now they'll at least start feeding right away when I, put the fish food in there. For the longest time, like, you'd have to leave for like 10 minutes before they even started eating.
Oh,
but now they at least come up and at least take a few bites. Before, right away.
Stuff, yeah.
So I told her, I'm gonna feed him, so if you want to come out. And then she was like trying to get a fucking still picture, and I'm like, why don't you just do video? Like, you're not gonna get it. The odds of you getting a good still picture are not that great. Like, you should be filming it. And
Oh,
then she
yeah.
went to do the filming, and it turned out she had been videoing it the whole time and didn't realize. So I thought that was pretty funny. Because there's literally, like, the end of the video, she's like, how do I? And then it, like, cuts off because that's, like, right when she hit the fucking button, like, thinking she's finally starting to video it. But she
Oh,
was actually
God.
ending the video. Yeah, it was pretty fucking funny. Ooh, So luckily, she accidentally did what she should have done
Oh, which
without being
is...
told. Yeah, she should have videoed from the start, and it turns out that's what she did, but not on purpose.
Oh, yeah, on the off chance you're ever locked in a room like the one with Willem Dafoe, all you need is, like, toothpaste or baking soda and string, and you can use that to cut through the metal eventually.
Oh,
Or
really?
like, yeah, you can. It's an abrasive. It'll eventually cut through. It'll take a long time, but he had nothing but time, you know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You got nowhere to go.
Yep. The only water they gave him was like water for it would like automatically water the garden every couple of every day or every other day or something like that. And so he eventually started turning those around, like harvesting it into bottles and bowls and stuff to get his water. And then the food was just whatever was left when the family supposedly went on vacation. Although now, you know, it was just a very meager amount left to, like, taunt him. And then, like, all the paintings in the house were of, like, people trying to escape but not being able to in one way or another. But no, yeah, if you use like toothpaste and string and water, or like baking soda, or like, you know, whatever kind of abrasive you can find, you'll eventually cut through the metal. Yeah, cut through the metal, cut through glass, cut through wood that way, without anything. I'm assuming you got kicked. Or you're disconnected. No. Well, you know what? It's 6 o'clock. Whoever's watching